We're skipping this one right now. Just cuz. Wait, do I even have this playlist on random? I'm not playing the playlist I thought I was. That's my issue. Whatever. Okay. We'll just... Let me make sure I have captions on, actually. Oh my god, freaking Wizard of Oz on the side. Testing, testing. There we go. Is that too loud? I don't want it to be too loud. Put it to here. Actually, I could open my thing and test it. It looks like you guys should be able to hear Twitch if I open it. So don't worry about me. Yeah, desktop audio. I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna yap, 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 and I'm gonna pause the music just so I can hear it. Maybe 15 is the golden number for this. Forgive me, I'm gonna mute. This is why we're starting soon, alright? I'm muting the song a few times just so I can hear. Because I don't know how to test my stuff right. You can hear me over it. I think. It's just the fact that it starts overlapping when I have the stream up, and I'm like, I don't know what's what. I don't know what's what. Okay, I totally did not forget that it's Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, okay, it is Monday. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point, apparently. We're gonna jam out a little bit. We're going to yap as usual. We always yap, 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 all time, all day, every day, each day, endlessly. I'm loading up MCC-Island. That is horrific. I wish I switched over so you could see that. That is many other people's faces inside of mine. I was on earlier for a little bit. I did mess with, what did I mess with? Oh my goodness. Oh, I was at F3. I had a whole plan. I had somewhere I was chilling, but I wanted to, I don't know why. I needed to close Minecraft for a second, so I just fully left. I just fully left. And so, where am I going? I wanted to go fishing. I got distracted. Goodness me. And let me finally switch over to the right playlist then now. See, nothing wrong about the music that was playing. But like one or two of those songs I know I didn't put my brain didn't brain. I know at least one or two of those I did not put inside of... Why am I struggling? What am I trying to think? I didn't put in a playlist I made specifically for streaming. There we go. I don't know exactly what decides which streams go in that playlist. And half of it... Actually, which server are we in? I'm sorry, but I'm loyal to Fishdance 11. I used to yap with the people in here. Couldn't tell you who's in here anymore. And I'm not even gonna bother with it. I love yapping. But there's gonna be no yappage today in this chat, because I'm scared, okay? I'm both scared of public people, at least when streaming. If I'm not streaming, and there's just random people typing in the chat, I'm not gonna care. But as soon as I'm streaming and stuff, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking none of that. And so I have it on where it's just commands, so it should just tell me, like, fishing stuff or whatever. I think I was also testing that earlier. To make sure it wouldn't, you know, break anything. That looked like that might have been aggressively loud. I'm gonna keep it on 15 though, and hope. I'm gonna hope the game is not too loud. That I cannot as easily test. Actually, I might turn it down anyways, because it's just not sound I care about. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I might be a little quiet to begin with, because I'm eating some muffins. Because it seemed right for just, you know, having a little munch and crunch. Well, except I'm not crunching, it's just munching. But you know what I mean. Because I want to do more streams like this. I've just been waiting to have free time. Like, I always have free time. But friends tend to want to play games and stuff, and oh my god. Don't look at that, don't look at that. You guys didn't see that one. You guys didn't see that one. Leave it to me to fail at Minecraft fishing. God. Speaking of Minecraft fishing. No, wait, let me finish my thought first. I don't know what my thought was. Okay, anyways, let's talk about Minecraft fishing instead, I guess. I remember there's a realm I go on occasionally because there's some friends over there. But it's specifically on Bedrock. And the issue about that is that there's small little things that you don't think about. You could almost play Bedrock and not notice that there's differences between that one and Java, depending on what you do. Because there's so many things, like, there's good things about Bedrock, alright? Like, they have, nature-wise, they have more logs that fall over. Those, I think, is that a thing that's in, let's go into mainland more. I don't recall if Java has that now, because I don't know. I feel like in Bedrock, you'll see stumps, where it's just a log. Just one log on the ground. Or you'll find a tipped over tree and there's like moss on the side of it. Which, not moss blocks, sadly, just moss carpet. But it's still like, there's nature there and stuff. And you can, oh, there's mushrooms on it too. My favorite thing to come across. Which I thought was gonna come with... No, it was voted against that method. Was it? I get the freaking Minecraft votes mixed up. A lot. I love every time the song changes. I might have to start being fucky. Actually, might have to change the size of the VTuber. Just a little bit. You're not gonna notice it. I say that as it instantly, like, messes up everything. Because both the VTuber and the Spotify... Oh my god, I lost my face. Give me a second. I'll fix it in a second. Freaking OBS attacked me. I need just a sliver of the side, so it's, like, not fully taking over. How's that look? Okay, so now there's a big annoying line at the top of my screen. Not what I wanted. We can fix that, though. We can fix that. I was gonna say, because this isn't the first time... Oh, it's because I have it locked. I'm gonna keep swatching over. Grabbing that when I hear the sound. But let's see if we can fix this, then. Like, why have I not cut the top as close as I should have? I'm sorry. Uh-oh, exposure of whatever freaking bookmarks I got. That's alright. Happens. We could do this. Look at that. Yeah, if you didn't know, this is a full character. But I don't feel the need to have the full character out, so we're just staying here. Hopefully that fixes it on other things. Because I have a whole other scene, like, layout saved for when I will do. Actually, let me. Give me a second. Goodness me. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click this. Now click this. Now, hopefully, the PNG YouTuber and Spotify should now both be able to update. The PNG YouTuber clearly can. Because as I yap, it is moving and stuff. And it's not just paused on an open mouth frame or something. The music, we'll have to wait and see. Because if Spotify's not, like, the first thing open in the background, not kind of counting Spotify, it will not show that the song changed on the little thing, eh? Oh no, it's just touchy like that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I remember what I was saying earlier. It's like, for instance, me and Kitty played Baccarat recently. We have not finished it. We had like what was it, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours? I don't remember how long the hours meant to be. Somewhere we made a comparison that we feel like we're maybe about halfway through the game. Or we could be like 1/3 in the game, because we did so much of also not playing the game. Like, there's a couple breaks we had to take now and then for someone getting up and grabbing. Oh, I've been here. That's for me being here earlier. That's my bad. That is entirely my fault. Oh, wait, is that a wayfinder? Or is it just blue? Nah, it's just blue. Let's focus on the glimmering. I like to get more pearls. Which, speaking of, let me show you my grand layout, aka someone who actually tryhards at this game is gonna look at this and faint at the choices I'm making. Which is, I'm not going after the specific things I use, which, oh, I just out of everything, that's okay. Which is like blue, purple, red, so specifically the hook, which would be that. The magnet, which would be that one. And the red overhook, which is this one. Which these do different upgrades to different stuff. And I didn't realize I can do these things, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. Is that, if you notice, all of them are up to 4. I have updated everything to the same number. Mostly because I haven't decided on what I was going to use at the time. And so I'm like, let's just do everything. But now I'm at the crabs now. And now I got to get them up to date. 3, 3, 3. We'll get them up to 4. Maybe after I get everything, maybe not everything to 5. I say we can actually focus on getting these specific things. Okay, red will update. 5. Magnet will update. You're now 5. And the hook, blue hook. You're now 5. And we can do it again, apparently. I lied. I don't have enough pearls. And I don't have enough just to do that in general. Okay. Well, that's why we're going after the pearl things here, because those are what's needed to upgrade stuff. I don't know if I've been here, whether it's just like that. Because it's where every now and then you see a spot, like over there, I don't think I'm over there, and that's just high, instead of, you know, was it Plentiful? Yeah, Plentiful's the highest one. I'm sad I can't zoom in. Like, I'm very tempted to make, like, a very lightly modded Minecraft back, just so I can zoom in free cam. Just to do that much. Because I'm not buying a second Minecraft account just to do that. Pressing it, not F5, I think it's F6 for the mod. I think having, like, an out-of-body experience momentarily is much better. To me, personally. Also, because I remembered it from earlier, I looked up, and it is, in fact, updating the songs. Let's go. That's what we're looking for. Oh, yeah. So what I was saying, anyways, me and friends have been playing games, Phasmo stuff. I'm invited to stuff all the time. And this is not at all a complaint on that. I am always happy to be invited to play stuff, because majority of the time, except for like, what, a week ago, I've never had actual ideas of stuff I want to do. I'm like, I don't know what I'll stream today, oh no. Also, just an entirely unrelated thing real quick. Because I have 3 islands unlocked and I'm on this one. I like to switch around, I like to feel like it's somewhat even, but I need something to tell me when to do so, you know? So I have various things, where if any of these things happen, I will switch an island. If I unlock the grotto, I'll go to the grotto, and then leave there and go to the next island. If I level up fully, like the thing goes all the way up, I'll go to the next island. I feel like there's another thing, and I cannot remember. If a secret third thing happens, I'll go to the island. Oh, when the book glows, maybe. That might be a thing. We'll see. I'm not too sure exactly. Every now and then, if I reach what feels like a goal of sorts, I'll be like, yeah, I'll go to the island. I'll go to the next island. Well, the thing about the grottos, and when I leave it, it instantly sends me to the mushroom one every time, but we're not staying there if that's not what's next. Okay, we gotta stay consistent. I had a good second in the world. I just realized all these refreshed in late, because this is a pearl thing, and I looked away, I looked back, and it's a elusive fish all of a sudden. Interesting. Anyways, for a good second, I forgot there's people on here. Yeah, a few people. Am I on Fish Since 11? Am I with my people, actually? Okay, I am. Okay. I'm like, it's just... Man, a drop-off happened somewhere. Just earlier I was on, and there's tons of people. I don't know where they all went now. Unless they all went, come on, gang. We have to go over to Fish Since 10. That's what it's all about. Unless I misclicked earlier and don't remember. Okay, grotto's unlocked. Just for my sake, I want to see if I can deplete this, alright? We're gonna see if we can deplete this, and then we'll go to the grotto. So when we go to the grotto, we're just gonna get all pearls. When I say all pearls, not counting the last one, because if I have like 6% left, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the 10 to 20% grotto. Fishing spot, whatever. Because it feels like a little cheating when it's meant for more, but it's like, haha, I only have this much. I have no idea what I'm on about, by the way. To the grotto! Watch me say that, and there's not a single pearl here. Haha, never mind. It's one of the things about I love fishing games. Like, in normal Minecraft, classic Minecraft, I'll go fishing all day, every day. I mean, come on. In the Caddis server, I made an entire... The first thing before we had a house, I never had a house on that server. We made the little, like, the camper van, and that's where everyone lived in like, the 3 tall bunk beds. That's where the people were hanging out. Oh yes, the thing I was trying to say 4 different times before other stuff happens, because I am too easily distracted. My fault for trying to game and talk at the same time. I just can't ever do that ever, I guess. Let me regain my thoughts. Okay. Content in which I stream. If friends invite me to do something with them, I am always gonna do it. Except if there's a reason for me to not do that, whether it's a holiday, so if I'm not physically able to stream, I'm not going to. If I can, I will in fact stream with them if they have something planned. Because that is just, I love hanging out with people. I do best. I say that like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm out of my game right now. Come on. I'm alone. I'm off track. But no. I'm too, oh my god, I can't think. I'm so sorry. I'll find the track somewhere. It's not here, though. Okay. Me and friends, they invite me to stream. I will happily always stream with them if they want to play a game with me, or just hang out, or something of the sorts. But otherwise, I usually don't have ideas. For once, starting from last week, because I got started on it, I'm like, oh, I'll just do this on my own. And then I went, wait. I could stream that. And so I've been holding it off. Because, you know, I so often have what I'll call my free time. Because I don't have a job yet, so every other day I consider a free time day when I'm not streaming. Because I'm playing Sims. I have like a long list of video essays I want to watch on YouTube as per usual. That FNAF theorizing game is strong, especially recently with the Tales from the Mimic or whatever it's called. I feel bad. I feel like I mess up that title every time I think of it. That I'm trying to get caught up in the Pizzaplex books because I have the last 4. I think they're the last 4. I have them up to Tiger Rock. I can go check, actually. Let me grab this. I'm gonna go see. I just realized, because there's in a VC or in game to chat, I can just physically remove headphones and keep talking, and there's nothing to stop that. Forgive me if I'm quieter or louder or what, I don't know, because I became too self-aware. Okay, so I have the Bobby Dots, Nexie, Tiger Rock, and B72 as the last 4 books I have. I almost wish that this was a camera stream so I could show some of the books. Not because it's like, oh, I don't think you've seen the books before. That's because the other 4 I have so many sticky notes in them, like at least once per story. Why say that? It's the equivalent of once per story depending on which of the books. One of the books, it's like, there's nothing, there's like 1 or 2 in the stories, and then there's like 5 in the entire Mimic epilogue. And it's just a lot, for some reason. Yeah, that, I was literally, just before I started stream, I was watching a video essay on, what was it on? Not The Wizard of Oz, not Wicked, but connected to those, I guess, before is the actual, like, books? I don't know. That's what I was learning about. That's what I was learning about before it snatched me from my tomb. Before I, like, took myself away. I'm sorry. I get nosy and I opened it. That was my bad. I don't know why I'm apologizing. You guys are probably nosy too. You know, looking at this, that reminded me, I'm like, oh yeah, funky people show up sometimes. In Fishdance 11 too. Oof. I already gained my allegiance to it before I saw the interesting people that showed up now and then. Near the shop. I want to sell to you. Thank you. Take my fish. Okay, now let's see. Let's check a gander. We had to get all these to 4, didn't we? Or at least to 3. Oh, you need. I need to be. Okay, we need to give it to a certain tier to get that. Isn't that? I want that. That's at 6. Okay, 6. That we can get up to there now. And can we get that one up to there? No, I need to upgrade for it. Okay. I mean, I guess we can grind for that, can't we, at this point? which means we need to focus on stuff that's red. For these, I think this is gambling. When you do this, you just get money for it. When you do this, you, like, trade it for a percentage chance of what you get back from it, I think. So what we're looking for now is this. I guess we can look for purposely red things. Also, these are probably... I can repair that. I cannot repair that. Nor can I repair that, because I don't have enough monies at the time. That's alright. I don't know, because every time I play, because it's almost like purely just fishing and chilling, I want to figure out a goal for myself, you know? Whether it's meaningless or not, I'm going to find a goal for myself. Also, has things changed? I feel like I don't remember these with the flowers in them around here. But I've also not been on in a hot second. Because I was on like every single day. And it was whether around Christmas or something, I just stopped for a little bit. I'm not sure. Either way. I know what I said I was going to go for. We can go for this and we can go straight to that one, because that one has red in it. By red, I mean like it's the strong hook and all those stuff. I just get distracted. But I just use the colors to help. I don't know. I don't know. Cool classic Wayfinder data. I normally would give that to the people. Type it out. Hey guys, this thing is here, by the way. But I don't. I turned off the chat. No one will respond. And then what if 5 other people said it already and I don't know? Alas, we remain in solitude. Almost no signs of life in this server at this time. That's okay. Also, I don't know. I don't think I thought of a stopping point of when I'll switch over to this and over to my creative world. I just don't think I had a thought. In general. I was excited to now. I think I'm gonna wait. I have an idea. Do I have an idea? I might have an idea. We're gonna fish here for a bit. Then we'll wait till we unlock something or acquire something. And when we do so, we'll go to the next island, and we continue there until we get to what would have looped me back to the first island, and then we just get off. Does that make sense? No. Well, I think it makes sense. It makes sense to me. I'm just hoping it made sense to you. But we'll figure it out. So I hope doing something like this where I don't have to worry about audio issues of can other people be heard over me? And I'm not playing a game where the audio is like an issue. So it could just be me you hear, as well as the music. And apparently Katini, she wants to come over and say hello for some reason. Which Katini is my cat, and she is a little creature. And she is strange. She just loves to scream. Really. I don't know what she's doing over here. She's just walked up to yell at me, I guess. Let's see. I was trying to do it with one hand because I'm trying to put a bottle cap back on. And Katini's walking in my face. Suddenly there's like 5 things happening at once. My desk is the place to be. Things to do in this area. Which shall be taken no other way than crafting. There's crafts to be done. There are drinks to be drank. Snacks to be snacked upon. I was gonna make up a word for that. But I didn't decide about it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk and she's throwing her tail in my mouth and it's making life a little difficult. That's alright. We got this, we got this, we got this. Maybe it's too much self-awareness for the sake of stream-wise. But I'm gonna say it. I've noticed. Maybe it's just me. Where I notice I keep talking and I fear that I'm getting faster. That I'm just speeding up my words as I go. Which is probably why I'm getting distracted so much. It's just because I have so many thoughts and I just want to get them out there as soon as I think them. And then I can throw out those other side thoughts. Because there's no one else to talk to. So I'm just going bam, bam, bam. Here's the thing I thought. Here's the thing I thought. This thing I thought made me think of this thing made me think of that thing. But then I do all that. And it probably goes on for like an hour straight. It's been it's been 30 minutes of me yapping already, okay? This is not the song I expected to play next after that, and I was not ready. Goodness me. Which, while I'm assuming if someone's seeing this maybe as a phone, because that was the things that I was going to add earlier about having streams like this where I'm just off on my own, doing like single-player Minecraft stuff. Specifically, because like there's single player games, but not a lot of those are games where I can just not care about the game audio and have an entirely unfocused. Well, we're gonna be focusing soon enough. Why did I run away from that? We have more fishing to do. We're giving up on my order. We're giving up on my order and we're going to the next one. Oh my goodness. That's where the people are, apparently. Where is the crab lady? I doubt I have more right now, but I just want to check. I did not mean to fish you, I'm sorry. No gambling this day? Oh, how shame. How shameful! Ooh. Okay. It was just very minor lag, but I'm like, oh no, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Yeah. These are streams I don't plan to save because I'm not doing nothing where you need context for future stuff. Because that's why... Because for instance, for those who don't know, which half sponsor, half just little tidbit of fact. Well, it's not sponsor. Self-promotion is the word for it. Maybe. Which, on YouTube, for instance, you can just look up EgoJordy, I believe. It should just be there. I upload... I'm trying to think the wording I was going to say for the past 3 years, I feel like there's a year gap. So it's like, there's stuff from 3 years ago, and then there's stuff from, like, a year ago. Maybe 2 years ago at this point. We'll see. I think a year ago. Because, was the Caddisipy when I don't think that's when I started streaming again. I think I was already streaming again, but that really gave, like, the motivation to keep going. And now I have new friends and stuff, and it's all so chill. And I'm always doing stuff. I never run out of ideas. Which is what this is here. Filling up some space when there's not other stuff going on. And by other stuff, I mean, I was literally hanging out with friends earlier. I was gaming with Kitty. We were playing Baldur's Gate. Which is why I haven't gotten on and streamed till like 7 p.m. Because we were just spending hours doing that gaming. And I don't know how that works when she's in Germany and the 7-hour delay and whatever. Oh, I switched off. Okay, that sucks. That was just not the part of the mouse I meant to hit. And that's just... Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. Anyways. Oh no. I just have other stuff I wanted to do. And I felt like it'd be cool to do while streaming. But it's just purely like we're just chilling and vibing. And I don't see a reason to save these. Which in my brain means I can get away with more. Not as in get away with like, I'm gonna crime. I'm gonna be offensive now. Yada yada yada. That's not... I say that as if it's like, oh, I want to be offensive so bad. I yearn for hate crime, obviously. But it means I can do little silly noises like that. I can go ba 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 along with the song and all that stuff, and I won't care, okay? Because those who heard that are those who are here while you hear the music. except for those who go on Twitch to find my VOD, in which I'm not affiliated, and therefore you have like 5 days. Once a stream goes through, you have a week. You have a week to find that thing. If I choose not to upload it, you have a week before that thing's gone. You have a week of maybe hearing a version of this where I'm humming along to absolutely nothing. You can't hear any music or nothing, and that's how I don't get DMCA'd or copyrighted when I upload stuff to YouTube, or when the VODs are saved, or when people clip stuff. All you have is the very up corner with the currently playing to know that there's music going on. Which is also half the reason I put that there. On one end, I'm like, sure, someone could be listening and they're like, oh, I like that tune. What is that tune? And they can see and they can look up that tune. Or if for some reason I make a comment like, oh, I didn't know that was playing. Did you know the person of this band? Blah, 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 blah. Did you know this song has the same name as something something? If you can't hear the music and you don't know what's playing, you suddenly have no idea what I'm talking about. It just gives a little added context to what's going on during streams. Even if you weren't there, I guess. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. My cat scared me. She sat on the edge of the desk and I didn't see. Went to sit down my elbow and almost set it on her tail. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to continue. We're besties. I don't know why I even clicked these. I have 7 of those and 24 of those. That is not happening. But we'll see. One of these days. One of these days. Well, that person wasn't real. I don't know what I saw there, but it wasn't a real person, I guess. I was gonna say something like, how long do you think it'll take for me to get on that leaderboard? They might have a few more trophies than I do. I don't know how you check the trophies. What am I doing? Dolphins go. Oh wait, that's how you skid across the water. Is there not a way to just see? Maybe? Oh no, bro. I don't know. Angler upgrades earn trophies from purchasing perk and overclock upgrade. Each upgrade is worth 10 trophies. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, I have 820 out of the people with 26,674. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Where did you find the time? Honestly, I feel like if I actually wanted to lock in, I could have. But the two... Oh, the boat disappears at certain angles. That's great. But, like, what is it like? It's like 2,300, like, 79 or something hours I have in The Sims, for instance. If I was on here instead, then maybe I could get up to that level. But The Sims, they called to me. They called to me from the closet. They want me to come play. They want me to game. They want me to be a gamer. Or at least what I'll call a gamer. There's people out there that think playing The Sims doesn't count as being a gamer. Why don't you try being God, huh? You won't find it that easy to get the little morsels to play under your will, to stay alive. Well, actually, that's a bit of a lie. Maybe it's because I'm overly controlling of my Sims. Because, like, if a friend... Well, yeah, when a friend is playing Sims... For instance, I've had a few times where friends have come to my house, and I let them play The Sims on my computer, because I have, like, more packs than I should. But I've had the freaking game since 2017, so I consider it... I have a lot of hours in that game, and I've had this game for a good few years. I think it's okay that I get myself a pack now and then, just to spruce up the experience a little, you know? You know? It's Christmas money, bro. It's okay. But when a friend plays, they sit in the chair, and I will, like, hunch over the back of that chair. Like, the most literal devil on their shoulder, or goblin on your shoulder, if you want to make it that similar. Just whisper in their ear, like, make him green. I remember that. I remember going, like, make him green. I mean, my friend were losing it, like, just making the most strangest character, bro, and fish nets, and both of the legging variety and of literal fish nets, like from the ocean. which I believe is from the Island Living, Sulani, that whole thing. Because, you know, for the mermaids and sirens and stuff you can make is one of their clothing. Oh my goodness. But we lost it when we got to the tattoos, and there's, from the werewolf pack, the werewolf tattoo for the back that takes up just the entire back. And due to an inside joke me and this friend had, of being like, oh, you know how there's like those two dogs inside you? Well, inside you are two wolves, and it's like, I don't even know, the good and bad and whatever. Something related to that, and some other joke that started somewhere else, I couldn't tell you where. But we would just start going, the dark dog, I got that dog in me. Which, purely ironic, obviously, just joking around. But we saw that wolf tattoo, and it all went downhill from there, okay? We're just like, the dark dog! It's a dark dog! We were probably yelling it at that point. And for further context, there's a groovy here on The Sims, and I'm behind their shoulder being like, make him green. The dark dog! Blah, 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 blah. And there's two other people, two other friends who were in there, sitting on the bed, just, you know, watching the TV, I think. Because there's about 4 of us. Was it my birthday? It was either my birthday or just, it had to been. Because otherwise, I don't know why there's that many people hanging out. 3 whole people is a lot, I know. Because we would actively cycle out, like one person plays, and someone can sit next to them if they want, and the other 2 are watching TV, and then once that person finishes making their sim, we cycle through and the next person works on theirs, and yada yada yada. I don't think I ever made a sim. I think each of my 3 friends made a sim. Well, there's 2 normal sims, like a vampire and some goth guy or something, and then the dark dog made form. I was very much a reason for that being's creation as much as Groovy was. So that was a group project right there. Because I remember, because it kept going, okay? There's a point where I was barking at people. Because they just went, what are you talking about? Because the other 2 friends just didn't know. Because once again, it was based off some sort of video somewhere or something. And then suddenly I turned to them, and I was just like, the dark dog! I don't even know. I don't want to get that loud, because I know we were loud at that point. It was very late. But it's like 8 p.m. right now, and there's other people in the house. And I'm not gonna be heard barking over here with absolutely no context or reasoning as to why I'm doing such. This guy's got the right idea. Get yourself some pearls. Ah, they're a champ. That explains why. Champs know pearls are good. Ummy, yummy, yummy pearls in my tummy yummy. I think I'm losing my mind. I think I'm losing it. Did I just grab something somehow? I feel like something I don't know. Oh, that's what happened. He picked up something, and it either went over here, or I was just, like, saw it out of the corner of my eye, so I thought something came to me. And I just heard the pickup, like, pop sound, and I'm like, who gave me something? You can't throw items. You can't pick up items in this game. I'm sorry, I keep going to dramatically change to this, and then zoom in, but I cannot. I cannot, sadly. By now. Oh, so I just realized I did all that yapping, being like, I'm not gonna save this stream, yada 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 yada. Maybe I might. There's a world where I go on autopilot and I forget and I upload it to YouTube. Which, there's nothing against this here. I just don't care. It'll just be real funny for someone to find this on YouTube of me going on for like half an hour going, this ain't going on YouTube. We'll see. Because I don't know, I'm just yapping. You know? How often... I'm like, I know my friends themselves, they get so many story times of just strange events and stuff. I'm sorry if you ever heard a recap of any of those, because I do not remember who I've told what to. And walking catfish. I'm sorry, that was the thing I said I caught, and I'm like, what the heck? Anyways, I literally said that, and then if I didn't explain why I said that, then I could have been fine and gotten back on topic. Now I just threw myself off topic. Aw, man. I need to have, like, I have so many, like, notebooks and stuff. I need to eventually, like, have one next to me while I stream. So when I have, like, an extra idea, I can write it down. So that way, when I fear that I'm getting too silent, or, Lord forbid, I somehow run out of things to say, I could just be like, oh yeah, let me take my notes, let me take a gander, and then go ahead and yap about that. Hello, 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 Sophie, welcome. I freaking love fishing in games. Yes, yes. We love. Oh my goodness, I messed up there. Oh, I messed myself up. I can't walk in third person. I just wanted to be funky. I just wanted to be funky and show myself, but I messed it up. I hope this person doesn't think I was trying to yap at him. Yeah, fishing in Minecraft, which people have seen. Well, I mean, this is also fishing in Minecraft, but, like, there's, like, it is purely fishing. We could hypothetically leave this and do actual minigames in this server, but I fear it will show off how horrible I am at this. I love your whole fit and vibe. Thank you! You are too kind, you are too kind. You say this now, but just like 3 seconds ago, I was talking about how I was barking at people while making green Sims in The Sims 4. There's both a lot and absolutely nothing going on, and that's how we like it. Why did I lag? What happened there? Like, there's nothing going on here. Unless suddenly there's like 50 people showed up. 50 people showed up. Actually, it's not that much. Not as much as I thought there was. Once again, we have half the people here than there was earlier. Barking LMAO, oh my god. Yeah. You just gotta put people in their place sometimes, you know? If you don't know the dark dog, then you don't know the dark dog, and you're about to. Oh my goodness, speaking of, bro, it has evolved from what was an inside joke talking about how, oh, there's 2 wolves inside me. I got the dark dog in me. I got that dog in me, yada yada yada. And it went from that to making a sim that looked insane to me and Groovy playing Baldur's Gate. Would have had to have been like a year ago. Like, I wouldn't say directly when the game came out, but like, maybe like 6 months later. I don't remember exactly. I could check, but no one really cares about this. The thing is, though, is that when we did this, it was just me playing the game, and me screen sharing to them so they could watch me play it. And I would let them make decisions for me, because I played Baldur's Gate once before that, and I got locked up in a jail cell at the Goblin Camp, and somehow had no one have any spells, and just no way to get out. And I just had to I rage quit and I left. Like, I went from spending 9 hours every night on that game to, like, stopping. I had to cold turkey quit Baldur's Gate, bro. But then I continued on in a new save with Groovy, and my goodness, bro. Because, of course, it had to be a tiefling. It was a tiefling bard. We made them blue, with blue eyes. Well, actually, we had to give them heterochromia, because we're having fun in Character Creator. Give them a little bit of everything, you know? One, like, normal blue eye, and then one black with the glowing blue eye. The classic tiefling types. Speak of the devil. Hello, Groovy. How goes it? I need Baldur's Gate to make more. Make lore. I was explaining the origins of the dark dog. We started from an inside joke to the green sim to the Baldur's Gate variant. Because here's the things. We made this blue tiefling bard with one eye that was glowing blue. Of course, the tattoo where it's like it connects to the eye and it spirals out. Because they're like, haha, it's like Sans, which, I don't know. It's like, a part of me is almost like, I wish we didn't make the character such a meme, but at the same time, everything about it was a memeable character. But I am now attached to this character, but I regret absolutely nothing about it. Because here's the catch, is that, as you could probably connect at this point, we called it the Dark Dog. Why did we call it the Dark Dog? Because it was a dark urge run. And you better believe, every time we got a dark urge interaction, we're like, oh my goodness. Like, you go up to the rock. The game was too broken to not make it a meme character. It was. We went the entire first act of Baldur's Gate without a map. Like, technically, there's map markers. So I could see, I think we could see where there's warp points, where there's quests and everything. But the map itself was black. And I guess it had something to do with my graphics card. It's been fixed now. So, like, now that I play more and do other stuff. Like, by the time we got to Act 2, we got it figured out. We missed so much in Act 1. We also missed a lot in Act 2, too, I think. No, we didn't. It was just Act 1. Because I'm thinking of the fish cult in Act 1. In the Underdark area, right before Act 2. And we entirely missed them. Which is so sad, because they're just strange little fish creatures. With their worshipping a boo-wall. Totally not ball. But there's that. And just long story short... Oh, yeah. Oh, I said long story short. I was about to just add another random fact from the story. I don't know what I'm on about. Is that we would get to... Why am I struggling? Oh, I was being silly. I'll be on lurk working from home by half you tabbed in. Understood. Have a good time working, if that's a thing that one can do. But basically, for instance, we'd go up, and of course, we did not indulge in this point, because it was our first proper playthrough. Once again, in my playthrough, I made it up to the Goblin Camp. Once again, you could probably assume I didn't have a map in my playthrough before the Dark Dog. So I especially didn't know what was going on, so I focused on the main quest, because that's all I could see. If there's somewhere on the map I didn't go, I don't know, because the entire thing is black. We never had any part of the map unhidden at that point. So, of course, goblins, whatever. So, most of the things were for the first time in this. Like, I never saw Asterion, I never saw Lae'zel in my playthrough before the Dark Dog. But yeah, we're walking up, we see a rock, a hand points out. Of course, Gale, as most of you would know, be like, hey, have a hand, whatever. And as the Dark Urge, one of your options is, resist, is like, imagine hacking it off or something like that. In which, a lot of the times, it's the Dark Urge. Spoilers for Baldur's Gate, I guess, if someone wants to do a Dark Urge run. I'm sorry, but the Dark Dog just brings it out, it's too important. Obviously. Is that, we'd just be like, oh, it's the Dark Dog. Because I know there's some point where we bit off someone's toe. And we're like, sorry man, it's the Dark Dog. We just can't help it. I'm sorry, I had to stop and look over. Because everything looked like it lagged. It could just be purely my bad. But, whatever. Talking about all this makes me want to switch over. I feel like we've gotten a good bit done here. Ooh, we actually have some treasure chests too. Let's go. Let's go. The creator rank. I know. Every time I see the thing and I fear it's someone typing in the chat. Which, as I said earlier, I turned off chat and settings. Well, chat is on for just commands, so I can see that stuff, but I don't have to see people talking. Hopefully I'll remember that that's on and I can... Well, I can remember that's off and then turn it back on when I get back on in my free time. Because I like interacting with the people. That's why I'm on Fishdance 11. Fishdance 11, rise up. Where's the shop guy? Oh, it's you, isn't it? Maybe it's the person that says sell above it. I don't know. Perfect. Got all that. We might be able to quickly... Actually, we can't, because that's... Okay. No, wait, I also need to repair stuff. That's the thing I need to do. Wait, oh wait, could I repair them? No, I cannot because it's not green. Can't see colors, I guess. Now then. Oh, I didn't even explain! I just didn't say what the other thing I wanted to do was. Here, let me change my title to match that then. There we go. Yeah, the side creative project I was yapping about earlier, yeah, that is recreating the Baldur's Gate Goblin Camp in Minecraft. That's what I've been wanting to begin on. Which, what on earth? Because I remember I showed this to another friend. And when I last looked at it, it was at 11:11 p.m. that was last on. At what point did I then get on it the next time? At 10:10 p.m. Like, that's consistent because then I open up this one next to show, and that's 10. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. While stuff loads in, you guys can watch the spinning cat a bit further while I deal with my cat real quick. And get a drink and yada yada yada. Just a little break. Okay, I have returned. Oh, I forgot. So I know what I was working on last was the statues, the entrance, which of course it is very much the beginning. It is the beginning of this build. Should I move this over actually? I might mess with some more stuff. Give me a second actually. Because that's something I'm plotting. I'm plotting a little bit on the side. If it'll let me move Discord over, that is. Gonna click this. And then I click that button. Okay. Okay, that looks like that's basically the same thing. I just want to make sure, because I want to be able to look at this and actually see what I'm doing without having to mess with the VTuber and stuff. Alright. Studio mode is off. Back to gaming. Now everyone knows that this is just, I was doing little markers just to know where the center was. This is a very, very loose attempt to make a vaguely to scale kind of Goblin Camp. It's definitely not going to be right. But the thought is there. Alright? The reference put up in the corner, for example. Oh yeah, that's what I was plotting on the side. I'm gonna, because I have all the images up in Discord, I had to make sure I can crop it in a way where, let me open it for example, is that I can go out and I can scroll through this stuff, but you're not going to have to see if I get notifications. You're not going to see none of that, as well as I'm not going to click on notifications. For anyone who remembers, this is actually stuff from the Caddis. Well, not these images, but this, for instance, was ideas of something I'm going to build in the Caddis MP. This I did not build. It was just a random thing I had for reference. This is a thing I did build in a creative world. Other things of the such. This is where I put images where I want to recreate something in another world or want ideas. As well as this, if you recognize this from Generation Loss, I was making a cabin of sorts. I don't remember what server I was doing that in. But I was at one point doing that. Maybe... I don't recall. It might have been the Caddis MP. But anyways, I have lots of screenshots from Baldur's Gate from when me and Kitty were playing. Because we've been playing a good bit on the side, and so there's just, you know. I took advantage of it at first, mid-playthrough, and then I have a lot of these later on from walking around. But let me find one of the statues, I believe. So hopefully I should be able to switch to this for reference, and we're all going to be able to see it. We're all going to be chill. Yell at me if the image is too small or too big, or I don't know. I don't know what size to make it, because, like, I don't want to take up majority of the screen with it, but I want you to be able to tell what on earth is even there to start with. I'm going to begin with the first thing of difference, is that I could not do... I could not make the Saloon Knight statues, okay? So I just made the statues goblins as well. That was the best I could think of doing. I will say, looking at the reference, I did not realize that one of them is in fact broken. Well, the other one's also, but it's covered in stuff. We'll see. I feel like I'm probably going to keep the broken down look, but I think it's easier to make something look fixed and then break it than otherwise. I remember, I could have done this on a flat world, but because there's areas where stuff go up and then lower down, I thought going to a natural world would be easier so we could start off on a normal level and go down. We won't go down 3 blocks and see bedrock. I mean, I believe there is versions of... I mean, you can customize flat worlds, I believe, to have it, like, infinitely tall or something. At least back on the Xbox you could. I don't know if I messed with that recently. No, there definitely is, because I know there's, like, Tunneler's Dream, where it's just infinite stone. There's, like, Redstone World, where it's all just sandstone and other stuff. That's what... Just, yeah. I don't know. So I remember I left myself some signs. Figure out how the end of this section will go, and how tall, and then do the section of the next time. Okay. Because my first thought was being like, okay, yeah, let's work on this. Luckily, I left myself signs the last time telling me not to do that. Remember where I need to expand. Just to the section of the next tower got started on the next, just to remember. Okay, I understand myself. A little bit. I understand myself a little bit. I'll say, I might need to take more images at one point, because I don't have a lot where there's the character for scale. But I did have the one of my character standing here, which I just guesstimated how tall these would need to be then. So we need this to keep going up so we can do this little funky thing here. Once again, the exact blocks I use might not make a lot of sense. Oh, but this does make sense to me because it's all mossed up, so we can change it to mossy. Oh, it's going to be so good. Good things are coming. So let's think. We're just going to assume the statue's going to be this tall now. Because I don't know what the height of that statue would be. It'd be around how tall the statue is, but I think more. I'll say, it is a pain to make these some round circles that made sense. Because it looked very squarish, which, wow, surprise. Making a circle in Minecraft isn't the easiest. And I was trying to figure out, I don't know. I tore down and rebuilt this tower more times than I can think. So let me... I might make this a few blocks tall, like 2 or 3. Well, it's definitely gonna have to be more than 2 or 3 because it goes up even higher than that. Well, it's already about 2 or 3 higher. Okay, because here's things that we can always add height, because we can always shivel it down. We can just do anything, you know. we can place anything anywhere and then fix it later. It is creative. It doesn't get as non-permanent as this does. I would say that will be one thing that'll make me a little bit sad, is be like, man, this isn't creative. There's no way to actually show someone around in this. Unless for some reason, if I end up on some server in the future where I'm like, I don't know. Would I task myself to build something like this in a server? Maybe. If I already built this in creative before, I might. Or at least use it as like a reference of sorts in itself. Because then there's the Goblin Camp, and then there's a rebuild version of the Goblin Camp. So it's like a reference put through a reference, where eventually it is de-evolving from its original form, and it becomes its own thing, maybe. I don't know. And I'm not saying that Minecraft build that's directly based off something isn't still cool, though. I mean, that's literally what I'm doing here, and that's why I've done multiple times before. Oh, I shouldn't have lifted those up, though. Just in case. Just in case. I don't know how or where I want the arch to be. That's gonna suck. That's gonna suck for this part, how it goes whoop, 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 whoop on top of the towers. That's gonna suck so bad. We'll figure it out. Hopefully I don't make this seem so stressful, because I don't even know. I'm gonna do 3. No, come on. 3. 3. Under 3. Which is what block we'll use at the top. We could use... Actually, we could just use more stone. Or... Let me take a gander. Now, this look like those are also bricks. I know there's other areas that also use those. I'm trying to take a look. Those feel like those are also bricks. Because I'm trying to somewhat match the texture a little, even though it's absolutely not going to be off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those are also bricks. Though it is interesting to note where this gets thicker at the top. There's a funky block one used for that. Which would make sense if this was like fences and we moved to this, but I was not going to use fences for that. And there's no grayish fence. Oh yeah, that was there for that. Because the saloon statues, they have their little, not wands, staffs. You'd get what I meant. They're scepters. They're sticks of power. They're... Actually, I'm not going to call it that. I don't know, they're things. They're tools, they're weapons. Accessory of choice, perhaps? A show of power. I feel like I placed a block somewhere that shouldn't be placed by everybody. I just feel like I heard an extra placing sound. I could be losing it, though. Don't know what would give me that idea, though. I think I'm clearly of sane mind. Deciding to do this project was obviously the most clearest of mind one could go with. Okay, this is definitely getting on the taller end. And also, I'm feeling more like I don't like the bottom of the statues. I'm surprised I don't have one much closer to the statues, do I? No, because all these is just for just in case that leads out. I'm not gonna remember where any of this is. I mean, I guess the map is useful. Maybe. We'll see. Did that show it? Not too well, kind of. Okay, we can kind of see that. Which... Once again, I feel like... How much would it suck to make this higher? I feel like it would suck a little. But I feel like it's taller than I think it is. So once again, we're gonna mess with one guy, and then we'll compare and contrast the two. I wish I understood a world edit so I can just select this man and be like, put him 2 blocks high. Take him. We could also just lower the ground. Which doesn't sound like that would be the easier option. But at this point, I don't see why not. So I feel like because it feels like the outside, the top part at least goes down. Like, for all we know, this could have been all we needed to do. I'm gonna do it to the back too, just so we can see the curve. Well, or not. There we go. Because that feels like that needs to be about... I wish I could have the game open, but that would absolutely, like, tank this if I had Baldur's Gate and Minecraft open. Because I feel like, unless it's a whole... We would assume that... Because, I can't measure, okay? If I had measurements for how tall each of the stuff be, I could compare it, because each Minecraft block is a meter. And then we can, like, guesstimate around there. Let's be like 1 or 2 blocks. Where's the image of my character? Standing. Because we're gonna pretend the Minecraft character is as tall as this, you know? Okay, what are other things near this that we can compare? Because we're maybe get up to that lowest spike. Is there an image of the statue where we can see that lowest spike is the question. Because I kept trying to get my character out of the way for the images, but I didn't realize how useful that would have actually been to have. So the lowest spike feels like it goes to there. If we look over here, that feels like it's maybe there. Maybe it does make sense where it is. Yeah, this could be much more stressful than you'd think it'd be. Because we could keep it like this. Or we can move everything down by 1 block. Which I think is what I might do. Which I'm gonna hate myself for, because I placed all of these blocks. Who even knows when. That's just how it happens sometimes, you know? Oh, but I'll have to do that again. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're going to just not acknowledge it. Oh yeah, seeing the mud down there, this entire platform is just made of glass. That's okay. Become dirt. That, and then bam bam. And we want to get back and side wall, so we can lower those a little bit. Perfect. Put those there. Bam bam. Do all that. Now, how do I want to do this? Because do we actually want these to be at the bottom? I feel like it works this way a bit better. You know, I think my issue might be the corner. Because I fear the corners make it feel too big when it connects like that. It might be a me problem. We're gonna do this for now. Because I don't want them connecting for some odd reason. Okay, yeah, I'm alright with that. I might keep them connected. Whoa, okay. I might keep them connected just so it doesn't look as cursed. We can make this the new line where everything's gonna meet up to. Oh, and then we can line this up to here and everything works out. It's very nice to have an even ground. Just because the bridge itself that goes out seems to be even with this. Actually, I'm going to quickly do this one as well. Because I'm going to forget. And I'm going to be like, what's wrong with me? Why did the statues not line up? Okay, yeah, so then tie this part. Whoa, 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 I never spun like that. Get these around. Perfect. And then I gave it 1 layer lower. Which, you know what? I don't remember building them this tall, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm sorry. I keep seeing a buffer for a second, so I just paused to figure out where on earth I am anymore. One wrong look, and I don't even know. Because I assume stuff wouldn't lag as much if I'm in a single-player creative. We'll see. Also, how do you feel about if I turn down block sounds more? Maybe it's me. I fear that they're a bit loud. I'm gonna turn them down for myself at this point. Because being in creative, we're breaking a lot of blocks, okay? And it's a lot, audibly. There we go. And now that's gonna need to be this one. Perfect. Like, unless you like block sounds. Like, you like the sounds of breaking dirt, in which maybe you're having a great time, you know? Maybe you're thriving. Maybe you accidentally reached the state of Minecraft ASMR, you know? Imagine that. Oh, that could be the easiest stream, man. Streaming Minecraft, but the mic is off, so you don't even hear me. The music's off, you don't hear that. You hear only Minecraft sounds. I pretend it's Minecraft ASMR. I turn off all computer sounds from Minecraft, so I can still listen to my, random video essays in the background, and you'll have no idea. It was... Whoa. I don't remember that. Okay. If a sudden strange side account that seems like it could be me, if it looks like it's this exact same build, you know now. No. As funny as it sounds, I might keep that in mind. Be like, hey guys, I'm sick. Have some Minecraft ASMR as a treat. Ooh, that would make sense, because then I can keep going, and it's not going to be like a, hey guys, and it's an off-stream building, and then a whole other tower appears. Well, tower makes sense. Just, I don't know, something wacky, something strange happens, and it's like, yeah. Anyways. I will say, maybe it's a me problem. You'll come to learn over time, I fear many a thing. One of those things is fear of disbelief. That I'll do something, that I'll build something. Because this is why I fear it sounds like I'm like, oh, don't use Minecraft tutorials. Do it all you wish. But I have a constant fear for some reason that I'll build something, and someone will just assume that I followed a tutorial to build it. Because, like, there's a little bit of pride in my brain, maybe, that comes from saying that I came up with an idea. Maybe not even came up with an idea, but like, well, I guess it would be coming up with an idea. The way that a build looks is because I decided it should look that way, and not because a video told me to make it look that way. I don't know. Okay, we're going... Keep doing this. New recipes unlocked. What do you mean I got unlocked a stew? Okay. Whatever you say, Minecraft. I'm gonna break this 3 at a time. Why does it feel like it's still loud? Whoops. I'm gonna turn up sound, so it's gonna be louder for you again, but I don't care. No, because it's louder than music is, bro. It doesn't matter. I'm making changes that are just barely noticeable. It'll be if you started from where it's from the start of the building this and then skipped forwards, maybe you can hear that it's quieter now. But otherwise, I'm not making any meaningful changes at this point. See, I can't wait to find out. No, I think this did need to be even in a second. It'll be okay. Because I was also looking at these, and I felt like the character was standing right into what would feel like you could fit 2 of that character in each of the squares at the entrance. Find the image I'm talking about, because like over here, oh, that's great, you can see my mouse when I have it open. Like over here there's a little spot. Where is, actually that is really good to know that you can see my mouse, because that might make it easy to know what I'm talking about. So I go character, square, I feel like you could fit 2 of that character in each of these squares, you know? Like standing side by side. And I was trying to do the count of how many there are. It looks like there's 1 in the center, but if there's 1 in the center, that means that's 2. 2 blocks tall. 2 blocks wide, I mean, sorry. Actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Just because I'm gonna somehow forget which blocks I placed, and it's gonna make me lose my mind. So it felt consistent that like each of the things in the corners were taken over a little bit, I believe. Like if you look, I don't know. I was trying to think, I was trying to measure with my hand how far a thing would go. Somewhere, somehow I made that assumption. Well, that means I'll have to move the doors down, huh? Oof, okay. Easy. Easy. So then, once all the floors are lowered by 1, the doors will be back to their same height again. Luckily, I did not continue the floor level into these, so I am not my #1 enemy. Yet. I might actually have to force myself to stop talking occasionally, because I think I just don't stop. Of course, I'm going to say that, and that in itself, I'm still talking. I'm going to talk about not talking, and then I keep talking. It's not helping. But I need to drink something, because it does hurt a little bit. Just a little bit. Do the same with here. Even if for some reason the floors go up inside these places, I don't think it'll be dirt anyways. Dirt or grass. So, in the end, we're renovating it too. And I consider this to be the easier option. Well, I guess maybe not easier, simpler for my brain to understand. I can understand remove a layer of dirt. Easier than lift both the goblins up by a block and make sure that the wall still aligns with where I think that should be. Make sure to start with these. That one's just missing, I guess. There we go. That ground's not dirt, but it's random enough so I can look by and be like, yep, I didn't do that. Oh, I did not fix this either. Entrance needs a little... Okay, I guess a bit more needed to be done over here too, but we'll deal with that in a second. Well, I say, I'll deal with that in a second. I don't think anyone expected me to snap my fingers and suddenly every block that was the wrong block would be replaced at once. As much as I wish I could. I wish I could just stare at Minecraft and go, this is why I'm thinking, bam, and then beam it into existence. Is that not what the people are doing, that they're putting, like, the head chips in or whatever? I have no idea. I don't know the last time I heard of those, but I thought of it. Yeah, while we're at it, let's make sure this is also the same. I think I should make this just even as well at this point. I feel like I'm doing stuff differently because I'm like, oh, this goes down a hill a little bit, but maybe we should. Maybe we should. But then I'll do the same on the other to make sure that floor is even as well. Of course, I need to put some lanterns around just to keep it light under there. The lanterns wasn't my initial lighting source of choice, but because I used it for the goblin staffs, it just was useful to have them on the end. Okay, there we go. I can easily fix those, and it all makes sense. At least to me, it does. This is a line, so I can be like, bam, that goes straight across this way. Okay, I guess this area went up a bit in turn. I don't mind a bit of terraforming. And how far? Did I do the same over here? I might have already made it the same size. It's at least 2 by 2. I'm worried more about where the build's gonna go. How it goes in with the surroundings. Because I think in time, all of the surroundings are gonna be changed as well. That doesn't need to be filtered, but whatever. There we go. Now at this point, I am feeling like we could just start putting the top of them by here. I'll use this one as an example because it's closer. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll know what the shape is anyways. I just feel like the outside are different blocks, like for the outline. Which makes me wish that... Never mind, my wishes have been answered. Forget anything I was gonna add there. I'll say, I wish there was polished and there it is. Then why didn't... Or is it just they don't have wall variants? They don't, okay. Let's see, then why did I make the walls look that? Because that actually wasn't an option for that one then. Okay. Understood. Sorry, every time I close the menu is when I'm going over to the Discord to look at it. So that goes up, I'll say about, based off that to there. Like 1 block, 2 block. We don't actually know how tall that is supposed to be from here either. Because we could maybe, as strange as it feels or sounds to think of doing, we might begin with the stairs. Maybe I placed them where they needed to be, that would help. I don't know, just an idea. Maybe like put that there. Because I feel like that would be that. So that would keep going up. That would keep going up. Okay. And those go down a bit and then spread out somehow. Should put that down, that down. I don't know how to make it spread out more. Maybe we need other types of blocks. Say building blocks. It's not going to be a conventional building block, would it? It's going to be nothing conventional about this. I fear tuft is too dark to do what we really want here. I mean, if it works, it works. But no, that stands out too much. As cool as tuft is, because I really love building epics. I love looking at those blocks. I would eat them if I could. I'm thinking. Because how often I see people use, not building blocks, but like, I forget the word for them. Function blocks, I guess. Using blocks like these for designs. Like, would a lodestone do what we want it to? Does that look too silly to fill in that gap there? Wait, is there not literally stone blocks that's built to look different? I'm typing in stone, it's... Other than smooth stone. Oh, I'm thinking of chisel. Be thinking that. They might have to go down by one, though. So this would be that. Something feels peculiar about this, but I think it works. And as a little reminder to self, I'm gonna put some moss here. Make sure it's not the infested moss. Stones. That's one issue about stones. It's so hard to get it without getting the moss stuff by accident. I feel like there's a good bit, it looked like, of moss that's going over the top of that. At least in certain areas there is. Now, would that feel like that's in a similar area? I feel like it would have to be lower, I think. Once again, it's really hard to say when I, of course, can't do a one-to-one for the statue size. Because we're thinking what felt like the person's head would go up to where this is. Which is one of the things where I think I mentioned this like 5 different times anytime I showed my friend this when I was working on just the tower itself to start. Which is, it's so crazy to me how when you're building, this doesn't seem that big, you know? It's just there. But once you go to the scale size where you imagine the thought of walking through here, like if you're in survival, it's a bit big. Which, the more I think about it, oh, if I end up on some Minecraft server, and I know for sure it's going to be like a long-term one, there might be a Goblin Camp showing up. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say for sure. At least something of the sorts. But maybe Goblin Camp-wise, because then I've had some practice doing that already now. So it's not going to look like I'm absolutely lost it building the same pillar 10 times. Because let's think of these, for instance. How far are those to the top of the statue? Those are right at the head level. I don't know why I'm closing it. I do it because I'm clicking off the thing and I'm not realizing. So if that was around there instead, because I'm going to put it... Like, maybe it makes sense where it is, because maybe the goblin statues will just be shorter. But if we're saying that's around the head, then the arch itself does make sense how much room there would be then. I feel like if everything's just down by 1, it might work. Actually, I didn't need to remove all that. Those just were already there. Okay, bam, bam. 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 Put that there. Okay, I feel like it can go down by one more. As well as once we figure out what this is going to be, we're going to definitely shorten the top of the tower. Although I feel like moving those down helped the arch a little bit. Unless it's just it's even, sadly, so it's not going to ever look right. So we did that. So maybe that makes the edge we're looking for. I almost wish it was wood, because then I would have been putting trapdoors all over the place to get the shape. Because then I wonder then, that does give me an idea-ish. If we can force it to look like. So you that there's a whole layer behind there. I feel like it's all the same layer, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess that would not work. That is an idea. If we needed it to stick out more somehow. We'll do that then so the texture matches up a little bit. How high up does this need to go? Once again, it still feels like that's too tall in a way. Because I guess they're not as tall as I feel like they are. So I do mean to flash. I didn't realize that it kept closing it when I closed it. I mean, that makes sense, but... Might move these down by one more. Those are just not the blocks that need to go there. Something I did different here somehow. Maybe it's this. Yeah, that helps it, in a way. So maybe that does work. And how tall are we saying the top of that tower is? Because it's hard to say from an angle, but that'd be about like 2 blocks, maybe? That feels like the right scale. I'm gonna chisel all this down. Well, we'll chisel this down for that. It'll be easier to see when it's just that side anyways. Imagine I'm just right back at the exact... it would not be the exact same level it started on, I don't think. I don't think it was there. Would it be too much to throw in like a hopper to show where it spreads out? I feel like that helps a bit. Because it doesn't just suddenly change, I don't think. No, it definitely spreads out a little bit before it gets to those. Now, how do we do this sideways? Okay, how about this? We're gonna do all the flat sides first. So we can get that out of the way. Actually, we can do this to all these. Maybe we'll do the sideways ones at the same time. We'll figure it out. And while we're at it, let me make this go to here. Just because I don't want to just eye it. I don't trust myself. So now we know how tall to make this tower. Yeah. This is fun in games till I do these even later and later. And then we get like musical soundtracks out. And then there will not be a second silence. Even I could hear that. What happened to my voice there? Oh. Okay, since the cat is out of my room, probably for good for now. Well, for good, I mean, from until at least 2 a.m. she'll start screaming again. It is, like, consistent. Scarily consistent. Also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess with the game where it is. Because I'm trying to think, is that even? Can I get them to a similar number, you think? Where it's actually in the center? Oh, no, I messed it up for good. I don't know if I can. There absolutely is not a way. So now I really just messed this up for what? Oh wait, it was for a second. Oh, so that there's not that right amount of pixels for it to ever be perfect. That is annoying, because it's 4350. Or it's 4548. I want to make it as even as possible, though. There we go. That's basically even. I'm sorry. I had no reason to mess with all that. Can we go close the door and then get a drink? I say get a drink. I have one. I'm going to close the door and then drink from a water bottle. But it still means I'm not going to be playing with the game for like 2 seconds. You can look at that for a moment. As I see, we've been going for just about 2 hours. If we aim for 3 hours, that'll be like 10 p.m. So we'll either... Let's see. I feel like I'll aim towards trying to get the towers to both be to this point, where all sides are like this. So everything looks like it is built up to that. Because I do see I missed one of those pillar things. I'll do that now before I forget. See, either doing this is like a late stream, or I can even do it as like extra early stream, maybe. I highly doubt, but maybe I will one day, you know? If I don't have anything planned for all my European buddies that just never see. don't know why, I find it funny. Because doing this, like, it's so much more complicated, like, design-wise looking at it. But in the same way, it feels literally no different than what I did when I was, like, what? I can't even do math to think of how old I was. Because I would have been really young, I know. Younger than 10, I'll think. Which, maybe not. I don't know what the math would be. I remember. Because it's the exact same Xbox I have on my cabinet. What do you call it? Is it a cabinet? The thing with a dresser? That's the dresser. That's what it is. Full, with my Xbox on it. Why was I mentioning that? Oh! Because whatever I know was when we once finally got an Xbox for Christmas, I remember. Because as a little kid, I loved watching people play Minecraft. I mean, I still do now. And is it me, or do British people just, like, own the Minecraft market, almost? It could also be the fact that maybe the people who aren't English who play Minecraft maybe aren't speaking English. Maybe that's why I don't see them as often, now that I think about it. You know, like, when you think of it, like, when I say English, I mean, like, English. Like, the British, the tea sippers, those guys. Because growing up, I watched so much, like, Stompy Cat, iBallistic Squid. I mean, there's a few American ones, but all of them are kind of bad people now, so I don't know what to say about that one. I'm not naming those ones. And then, like, Dantinium I remember. Because I enjoyed looking at it, like, oh my goodness, a mod. But then my mother, she knew him better than I did at that point. She's like, oh my god, it's the guy with the silly accent. I said that like as if mother was British for some reason. That was just not the voicing I should have done for her. But like, it all connects. I don't know. It's better than me putting stuff on the TV, or at the time, we would have been using, yeah, it would have been the Wii at the time we're using to watch YouTube. Me and my brother would take turns with the Wii remote trying to type in the letters, which were not easy or fun. But luckily we did actually, were very, didn't argue as much over that. But I think it's also because I was one of those little kids where I'm like, oh, he's so cool. I'll let you, I want to watch whatever you want to watch because you're a cool person, so you're going to watch cool stuff. I want to see the cool stuff. I'm gonna do this once again. I don't trust myself to eye it. Okay. Oh, but what I was saying that I got like a little memory from is back when we finally got an Xbox from whatever Christmas that was. I remember that I would build castles and like boats and stuff all the time. They're very much like, I built a castle all the time, but like they're like the same castle. But I remember I would be creative, and I would like give myself splash potions of speed where I don't know if that would change anything really. I don't know if you can get faster than you are in creative, but if possible, then I did it, I guess. And I just remembered, you know, building straight up with the thing, trying to quickly do it, using more splash potions to try and get faster. I don't know. Well, let me do the hoppers on these, because I'm going to forget about that. And I find them very cute and very cool. Do you think the bottom needs it? I think I was going to ask that earlier, and then just forgot. As I tend to do, apparently. I don't know, you can't do a hopper upside down, can you? Actually, speaking of, doing this from below does seem to be a better option here. I think that's like no different than doing it from above. I feel like I have a higher chance of hitting it at the spot I want it to. Sorry, whatever I've done to my vocal cords via my yappage tonight has fried me too much to even dare actually hum along to the song, sadly. As enjoyable as it is. If I started this at 10 p.m., it'd be a different option, because I just wouldn't care. It's my 1, 2, 3. Actually, it will just be going all the way up for these. Ooh, okay. I guess it's only annoying on this one, because I have the walls up there for something. Why didn't I remove them? I think I just fully forgot that the inside was just a block up, so I didn't think about... I don't know. I didn't think. End case point, I don't think. Never did, never will. When I was younger, all I could think of was the word banana. And then I would say it so often that people would yell at me because they hated hearing me say the word banana over and over and over again. Something wasn't right about it. Do that. We got that corner done. And that'll do for that. Once again, it seems like it's a bit hard to see what that is, but once again, we're going to start mossing it up inside and such. We might get funky with it. I don't know. If I wasn't thinking about how annoying it would be to wait for it to load, I would load up another world to show an example of some ways we could moss it. Because I could just go moss to like it on top of moss, because that's a classic, and then straight to mossy stone. Or we can get mossy cobblestone involved. I don't know how dramatic we're going with it. There we go, there we go, there we go! Whoa, 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 whoa! Chill! Chill, how'd I... Oh my god, okay. I picked my mouse off of the mouse pad, and it made me start spinning rapidly against my wheel. Okay, we're not doing that again. Okay, I'm gonna find a way to make this translate across this somehow. Because it might be the exact same blocks. Yeah. We'll see. We're gonna do one part at a time, so we cannot mess it up. So I'm gonna remember, it's one empty block, right? Bam, empty block, bam. Bam, empty block, bam. Bam, empty block, bam. I'm gonna put them the wrong direction one of these times. At least on the inside. I can see myself messing up the inside so easily. It'll be okay, because if I focus on one small bar at a time, we'll be able to easily... I don't know. Something. I'm just gonna trust. I say as I suddenly misplace the same block 10 times. Yeah, guys, we're gonna trust. Okay, and then we're gonna put this on top of each of them. While, of course, I could do 2 actions, I just find this to maybe be quicker, because I'll remember the second action, so I won't need to check again before doing so. Luckily, if all these stairs are in the right place to begin with, then the second stair will always line up with it. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, because this will be like that. Which, yeah. Oh, that works. Okay, that's good. That almost works better on the inside, actually. On the... I keep saying inside, I don't know if that's the right word. For, you know, the diagonal walls. The walls that are not flat. Because diagonal builds are not easy. Now, where's my other one? Okay, there we go. Just gonna make sure I do this one, because I will forget. Hopefully I should not make too many mistakes in the inner corner with this one, because I'm gonna remember being like, oh, this looks like this, because it's cool. And then I'll look by and be like, oh, that doesn't look cool enough. And then I'll remember to fix it. Once again, I definitely should have tested the middle bit first, but it's okay. And then we'll fill in the middle with that, I believe. And I can come back for just the flat sides to put the slab there. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't be that way. 3. 1, 2. And then 3. I'm gonna go back over to this pillar there. 3. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. 3. 2. 3. 2. Tee-hee. G'day. I can't even do math. I don't even know what time it is for you. 7 minus 2 would be 5, so then we go up to 12. So is it 5 a.m. for you? I feel like I made a very weird, like, roundabout way of getting to that time, but I guess I'm correct somehow. Almost. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, give or take, from 10 p.m. here. I just round up. I don't know. I am doing all that math. Well, I guess I say all that math. I just need to round up from the number it is exactly and then do it. Okay, these look like they're all the same. So I think all I need to really do is this bit. Oh, the corners line up. The corners line up. We're good. We are living so good. We are thriving. And it hasn't even been that long. Well, I guess we're not at the very top of the tower and we gotta moss it up. I remember being like, man, I gotta finish these towers and then I'll get off. Why did something seem wrong over here? Okay, no, it seems fine. Well, how goes it, kitty? What brings you to this humble abode, humble little stream? Bam. So we're currently working on, as the title suggests, trying to make a recreation to scale. By to scale, I mean by eyeing it, because I have not done any actual measurements to actually know how tall it needs to be. Of the Goblin Camp in Baldur's Gate from Act 1. We're making progress. I feel bad that these feel like they keep getting wider. When it feels like they weren't necessarily that wide to begin with, were they? Let's see. I'll find one with the... Is there one with the character next to them? This one I can't really use unless we use, like, the doorway. I feel like the character's just small compared to everything at that point. Also, decorations like these and stuff we are not going to bother with at this point right now. I will take mental note of things like this, how there's vines and such around. Also, while I'm looking at it, down here, does it feel like this... Maybe not the doorways, that's not what I want to look at. Just in general, the... Okay, or not. It could be that way, I guess. Oh wait, the doors are as wide as this is, isn't it? It looks like it is, because... Okay, maybe these aren't the same. Because once again, these pillars go straight down and connect this. Meanwhile... Are the front ones different? I feel like they're a little different because, you know, they're the front guards. Well, you can't see. They are the same, huh? I'm gonna need a moment. Here. Once again, if stuff goes wrong, we literally have that tower over there. Which is the good thing about having two towers, is that you can do stuff to one and use the other as a reference. At least for now, these two are identical. Unless... wall is what we're looking for. Unless that's what we need to kind of just smooth it over. That might work. Did I just do that? No, that's the wrong wall. Does it do better? It might be better. Yeah, that's good. Let's just keep that downwards. Maybe it feels more rounded that way. Oh no. There's lots of circles and roundness happening in places. I think I extended it though, because it felt like there's extra height in comparison to where the character was. I'm sorry. I did not. I'm sorry. I did not organize these very well. Yeah, because the character here makes it too. What do we want to say? Like, it's hard to tell because the camera's definitely angled that way. But it's hard to tell because these probably aren't even straight either. Would you say that's halfway or like over halfway? Because if we pretend this is like 2 blocks, which can go 1, 2. You taller by 2 more? To there, maybe? Actually, that does seem closer to that shape, where it's a tall... Oops, sorry. Where it's a tall, rounded door. Oh my god. We're skipping it. I forgot about that song. It's not a bad song, but like, I just got sent back, like, I don't know how many years to whatever past animation meme phase. I needed a second. I wasn't ready to hear that one again yet. Okay, well that feels good. That feels like that is correct. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna moss things up a little. Might keep the stairs. Might find a use for those. So we're gonna keep this stuff on hand just in case. We only want moss. And moss, we might get cobblestone involved. But if we get cobblestone involved, we're 100% getting lichen involved. Because we gotta have the whole gradient. If you don't know the whole gradient, we're about to know. Let's see the whole gradient. So let's take a spot. We could recreate that. I'm sorry for yawning so much. Unless it's just that part. Nah, there's moss and weeds all over the place. Okay, I feel like there's definitely lots of just odd little areas of this. So we'll do that first. Which, while doing that, I guess we'll get cracked bricks as well. Here, we're gonna put these on the side for now. It might be better to do it from the inside so I can actually see. Well, actually, no. At least for these bottom ones, not. Of course, I'm putting this in lots of areas that might get covered up later anyways. That's okay. There's no thought, no rhyme, no reason. Make it random without making it too random. Controlled randomness. and being very careful to not make anything look like a phallic shape of any sort. That is a difficult one to do in Minecraft, but we'll figure it out. There we go. So once again, I'm like, oh, I can do one more up here, and then that'll be nice, blah, blah, blah. There's gonna be moss up there eventually. As vines as well. Vines we need to get involved. Which we might have to get string out, so that way they can't grow too long. Because once again, all this is going to be really tall and seen from a distance. So I feel like we can really get away with some simple tricks like that without seeing it. I fear a lot of this is looking the same, but it'll be okay. See, there we go. I'm gonna get behind you, sir. It's one of those funny things I'm thinking about now, where because of course in Baldur's Gate the statues are all either broken because it was a Selûnite like either I don't think I'd say church, temple maybe, would that be a word for it? And then the goblins took over and like killed all of them probably. I don't know. That makes sense because Ketheric is in charge of Mathar and Machar went there and the Char versus Saloon, yada 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 stuff. So of course the goblins either destroyed them, unless it's just that old of a place. But it seemed like they were destroyed and then they had stuff all over the statues. By replacing the statues with goblins, do we even need to ruin the statues then? Because now they're perfection, you know? Maybe not. There might be, like, I might be silly. There might be, like, a banner or two set on them or something. Ooh, imagine how fun that would be. Like, I don't think I'll use, like, texture pack stuff, really. If I knew how to do so, wouldn't it be cool to have either with some picture frames or some just painting texture pack where you can put, like, the symbols of the absolute around? Unless we can do it the classic way, where somewhere in the distance we build the symbol. Oh, it'd have to be so big to fill out a map so that we can use the maps as pictures. So tired? Then go sleep, kitty. Why are you here? If eep is necessary, then eep. I highly doubt my talking and the music's gonna help either. Unless you're planning to fall asleep to stream, in which, enjoy. I don't know why I have extra moss down there. It's just ending up this way. Once again, I can break it up with the crackstone later. Once again, this is one layer going in at a time. I just can't bring myself to do all of it at once, because I'm not going to be able to keep up with whatever method I mentally had. Which, while it doesn't make sense, I've seen it happen very differently, where there's a tower I built, there's texture to that tower, and I did that, and then like a month later, I did the exact same thing. Like, I followed the same patterns, but they just weren't quite the same. It was the same methods, but definitely not the same, you know? One up here. Let's see. That feels good. Those are all mossed up. Really? See if we got the bottom mossed up too, I'm gonna take it? Probably. It doesn't feel like it's as bad as it is above. So maybe we'll be a little lighter with it. Maybe it's like, it's kind of just seeping down. Maybe it's because the bottom with all the fire and stuff and things, maybe? Oh no. So I gotta hold back. Gotta hold back from putting 50 moss. I love moss! But no, we mustn't. We mustn't put that much moss everywhere. We need to chill. We need to chill out, my guys. Wait, some of the stuff I'm putting in the middle, I fear that I am removing stuff that doesn't need removed. Okay, no, it's fine. I was fearing I was removing some of the andesite pillars without thinking by trying to put stuff in the middle, but I think we're okay. I feel like definitely makes sense to do it higher up, probably, because the one bit I did see, I think, was higher up. It also makes sense, because, like, moss, like, stuff's gonna grow and get dirty all up in the corners and the grooves, right under the top. But it's still gonna be a little bit everywhere, too, because, you know, the goblins don't care. The only care they have is if one's bored enough, they start picking it off the wall and eating it, probably. My bad for any unfortunate imageries that brought to mind, but I don't know. Goblins aren't known for their cleanliness. I fear I'm a bit of an outlier with all my pastels and stuff. I think it more so as just, you know, you're just collecting stuff like, ooh, shiny, ooh, colors, grab, take. I think if a goblin could dress himself in full gold and glory, I think they would. You underestimate the I don't know, the abilities of a well-educated, sophisticated goblin, which sophisticated and goblin don't really come to mind together, but I'm sure it's possible out there. Whether I'm implying I am one, or saying that I'm not even up to such a rank. Actually, I might get some stairs in this. I don't think I'll do too much with it. It's gonna be like 1 or 2 blocks, but you know. Okay, well then in that case that's gonna be there. But I don't want it to be directly connected, so I might do one in the middle. Yeah, that breaks it up a little bit. Do the same right here. And then like this one right here. And then that right there. Or not. Now I'm gonna keep it normal. It's come along nicely. It's been cool to look up and see while working. Why, thank you, Sophie. Yeah, I think it's coming along. We're making progress. Oh god. So, I had a second where I'm like, yeah, we're doing so good. We got up to that one part up to here. Which all that's next is just this part and then oh I don't know how I'll do that, but we'll find a way, we'll find a way. We have to find a way at this point. We're gone too far to be like, actually, we're gonna take extra creative liberties? Something. One of those words. Put some more down here. I feel like moss would start growing in those corners as well. Moss, muck, so on and so forth. Also, I'm sorry if you heard extra random music from my mic. My phone alarm was going off. Okay then. An extra phone alarm went off and yeah. I envy your patience. Believe me, it was... At this point right now, because I know I have a plan and I had it pre-started, it's fine. If you believed, I had one tower, I believe. The one tower up to like here. After 2 hours of work, that's all I had, because of how long it took to get the shape of it actually looking round. I couldn't do it. And it was like midnight at that point too, I think. So I had to like get off. Oh, I never fixed this side. That's okay, that's okay. It's fine, that's fine, I can do it now. Okay, it was literally like 3 blocks. I'm okay. I'm just here like, I can't do it! You have such great patience. Me, one inconvenience away from being like, alright guys, that was fun. So back to MCC-Island, am I right? Nah, we got this, we got this. It does make me occasionally wish I knew how, like, world edit and stuff existed. Because every now and then it's like, oh, this was so great, but now I need to move the entire thing up by 1 block. Can't do that. I'll just have to rebuild it. That's fine. And I don't mean like the towers, because like the towers if I need up by a block, whatever. It's what I was talking about earlier already about the goblins gonna have to go boop. Oh my, I know what you mean. I did a large dome home in survival, and it was the death of me. Yeah, and survival too, that's gonna get you. That's the one issue, is that I suck at actually coming up with like new ideas for building. Which maybe come across as false when I'm doing this right now. This is something I'm doing in creative, purely just to do in creative, just to see if I can. Cause like my brain went like my block. So I went full India like a few nights ago. I say a few nights ago, it could have been a month ago from now for all I know. Where I was just looking up random goblin facts, of course more so in the realm of D&D for instance. Maybe I should look more into like goblin folklore and things. Make it interesting, know of my people. Because I found it very interesting, which I think I originally learned this from a different D&D related video. Because I know, I would credit the channel if I could think of what it was. Because there's one where they take certain gods or creatures from past D&D versions. Because the current one's like E5 or something. But there's like, you know, there's a 2, there's a 1. It had to start somewhere. And they'll take old things, like how there's tabaxis, I believe. Like, you know, like cat people, basically. Cats who walk on hind legs and are people-sized. There used to be a dog version of that. I could be wrong. Weren't they like I'm asking like you would know. Because I think there's a weird thing where like they were like French all the time for some reason. Because naturally in medieval fantasy it's always like British for some reason. But I guess, I don't know, they're just French? I don't know. French poodles, but like literally. Okay. Okay, now we go in and we add in the cracked stuff. I totally didn't forget about that and almost celebrated being done with the texturing. Yeah, remember, this is a mess. You know, in trade-off, I think this will be lighter up here. And then maybe more destroyed downwards, because then people have been through, they've hit things into the walls. In the picture you can see there's like the wooden thing set up here and all that stuff. And then, I don't know. It's so wild that we've actually drawn attention to it. I don't know, because like in current D&D, I don't believe that there's a dog version of tabaxi. Like dog, wolf, like canine, maybe it would be a better wording version. I do not remember what they would have been called or not. So once again, I could be entirely wrong about the French thing. I don't remember. It's one of the things where, like, they said that, like, they had an accent of some sort. There's something funny or strange like that. I'm not sure. I gotta be careful. I keep wanting to put the stuff together, but then it feels like there's areas that are a bit too clean, but once again, I need to be lighter up here with the cracks-wise. I don't think it'll be so much from the bottom, as said. And also I can get rid of some moss that I feel like is a bit too much now that I look back at it. Because I either begin, like, texturing very lightly, and then I look back through and I'm like, that could use so much more. Or I'll begin texturing with, like, too much, and then I start sprawling it out as I go, and then I go back, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I need to break that up. Which, once again, another reason why doing stuff in the same day or around the same time is, at least for me, tends to go better than when I break it up, because I won't be consistent with how much I spread something out. If it's not a direct pattern, you have no idea what you're about to end up with. Or at least I don't. Which is just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you don't have the choice. If you're working on, like, a build and survival, for instance, where you just can't have all those materials at once. Which, once again, if Bedrock wouldn't tank the entire... Actually, no, I wouldn't go on Bedrock to begin with. Never mind, never mind. That is literally a realm. Once again, it's purely in a thought of trying to think of, I just want to show things and compare them, but I don't have those images on me to compare. All I have is one other world where there's some moss texturing stuff going around. And I can simply just be like, trust me, bro, it's different. Trust me, I did this before and it didn't look the same for some reason. Which, all I know is that in that world I was practicing making a little tent and some towers, which that itself was also based off the Goblin Camp. Because I like the idea, like, the idea of being like this big temple or something of importance once, in this case to the Saloonites, a religion or whatever, and then the goblins took over and run them out. Or just, you know, something of that sort, and then, like, it falls apart and it is taken back over. Where, like, a whole tower's broken and on its side, but now there's, like, something draped over the side of it, so it itself becomes a new home. In that new form it took. I don't know if that makes much sense. But it meant something to me. Oh, I remember, I was talking about goblin stuff earlier. I mean, like, everything I talk about in this case is goblin stuff, but, like, I was talking about, like, goblin stuff. Where I believe, which maybe this is a thing where, like, I'm the strange one for not knowing this already. I'm someone who fell down Goblin Core and saw cute art of people making goblin creatures, and of course already knew the media, got a little bit of media literacy of when you think of goblins, you think disgusting little green guys that are doing horrible things. And I went, yeah, I want to be a part of that. Those would be my people, I don't see the issue. Give me some shiny pebbles, I'll be green. I'll just do that. There we go. But oh yeah, the random thing is realizing that, or maybe it's because I like to think of hypotheticals of, what about if a goblin found it? Because I don't know how much goblins themselves would know. Because I think, like, all of the different D&D races, like, even humans. Humans can be sorcerers. Humans can be wizards and warlocks. Like, they can harvin? I don't know, a word. They can use magic. I'm not gonna get all the complicated words. I can't do it right now. Like, they can use the magic. And of course, naturally, then goblins can use magic, tabaxis can use magic, whatever. So, of course, I would not make a Feywild connection to purely something that does magic. But I believe it is stated that goblins have a connection to the Feywild. While maybe not them themselves, their ancestors came from the Feywild. And might still have that connection in their blood somewhere. Which, I don't know. Because, like, goblins by nature maybe won't necessarily have that same type of magic. Like, you see stuff in, like, once again, thinking about D&D, thinking about Baldur's Gate, like the red caps, which are, like, evil gnome. If a gnome and a goblin cross paths and then put a large red hat on, and then really badly wanted to steal all your skin, you got the red caps. Like, they are just angry. Like, most things in the Feywild, they're just angry creatures that want to kill. I mean, you could say that about almost anywhere in D&D, but, like, still. Let's get this around here. Did I just fully ignore this one? I did. Oh, I see what happened. I did the top of that, then I went to the bottom of that one because I was already over there. Okay. So I didn't ignore this, I just did it in a different order than I thought I would. Even though I think this is the exact same order I've been doing everything else in. As I said, I'm going to go more heavy on the cracks at the bottom of these, because the goblins are likely hitting stuff into these, moving stuff around, things are crumbling. Maybe a bit too much down there, because we don't want the thing to actually fall apart. And a little more. I guess it could purely be cracks and chips, but nothing to actually get rid of the stability of the tower, because look at all this. We got all these supports and stuff around, so it's fine, it's fine. The tower's not breaking. Well, some of the towers are in fact broken, but not this one. Not like that. Ooh. So I came to mind with the current song playing. So have you guys... Maybe... You know, there's people who all have their favorite artists. I'm allowed to have mine, okay? Which is apparently Pitbull and Lady Gaga at this second. And Lady Gaga's new album coming. I don't know if anyone else saw that. If anyone else saw her post the, Oh no, I forgot what it's called. I'm a fake fan. I forgot what it was gonna be called, but it was like a 28-second thing posted. That was like a little teaser for it, which there's no music in it. Warning for anyone who has, sensitive to flashing lights. I can't think of the word for some reason. Epilepsy. Anyone with the, issue with flashing lights or images, maybe don't click on it, because it is just flashing images very quickly. I believe some of them are teases to what the song titles are, and just the in general vibe. And I'm excited, okay? I was there, ready and excited when Chromatica came out, and there is not a bad song on that album, including the interludes. And I can only hope for the best. I can only hope for the best. Because I already like Disease from that exact album. Wait, there's two songs that are going to be on the album, Disease and Die with a Smile. One's from the beginning, one's from the end. Which makes me very curious if they're going to have a Chromatica-like thing, where it's in, like, stages. Because there's Interlude 1 and the beginning of Chromatica, which is very much, like, radio-friendly, classic, what you'd expect pop music. And then there's, like, the second part, which it also starts to get a little bit, I don't know if you'd say sadder, because, like, the music, it's still dancing, it's still party music, but, like, content-wise, it might seem a bit more sad. But there's some sad stuff in the first, part, too. But it starts to get more experimental, like, almost like art pop album, if you know what I speak of. And then the third one, she just fully goes for it. I mean, every song of hers, she goes for it, but it, like, goes. Like, a song with her and Elton John, and then there's just a complete, like, break. I don't even know. I don't know if you can call it a breakdown. It's more of a stress, like, breakdown mentally at the end of that song, of just all the noises happening, and it's a lot. But it's good, it's good. Let's get some lichen. Okay, we're gonna get out string because I want to use vines But you can't snip those like you do. I'm gonna get this just for it. A little example. Because some people don't know. Is that glow like? Is this that's not an even block. What's an even block? Okay, I failed myself. Wait, this should work? Okay, yeah. These? I didn't even give myself shears. What is wrong with me? That is not. You can go. And if you heard that little snipping sound, that means that it's not going to grow anymore. And you can do that with the... There's other things you can do it with. I cannot tell you. I can't think of what else. Do these as well, maybe? I don't know if these grow. Can you snip these? You can! Those also snip. But for some reason, when you have these, you cannot snip it. Even if it's going like straight down, you can't snip it for some reason. And it sucks. So we're hoping that we can place string. Ooh, actually, another idea. We could use stone buttons, maybe. Because if we do that, because sometimes if we put string up there, you might be able to look up and see it, and that might be distracting. If we put a button, it just looks like it's a texture there, you know? Simply just adding texture to the wall. But it'll actually be stopping the vines from going down. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me take a look. Because I know for sure within here. Okay, and then we'll do this. Which, while nicely adding a bit of lighting there, also makes it better blend in with the walls a bit, you think? I think I want this to spread further. Once again, this is... I'm being a little shy with it for some reason. We can just do that. That there. We want to put moss block here. I'm getting rid of the string. I like the button idea more at this point. Some moss there for fun. Okay, so you cannot have both, I think. Which is alright, I suppose. I'll say this is gonna be real strange to try and figure out how to control. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see how this contains itself for now. Put one here, so just so it textures out. I'm definitely gonna need to put some up here with that because there's stuff hanging off. And I don't know if I really want to use leaves for that, because leaves... Because it's very fun. Like, if I wasn't basing this off of thing and doing it off of just purely myself... Actually, they're not. Okay. We'll consider it. If we want to do a flat layer of leaves, we might do that to hang off. I very quickly took back my words. But, like, if we were doing, like, proper chunky leaves, sometimes that could be a bit much, depending on the thing. Okay, we'll see how that goes, see how that handles itself. Actually, we can let some leak down the side here, too. Put another button there. I'll put that there, and we don't mind it spreading out just a little bit that way. I assume this button, because we can't place anything here, should also protect that block. Yeah, because two things can't inherit the same block space. And while we see two sides of a block, this is inherently this block. Unless it's a vine and another vine, it cannot take up that space, I believe. I have no idea what I'm on about, by the way. I'm pretending to have any idea what's going on. So it seems like there's just a specific spot there, and maybe a bit of an area over here, I think. And then the rest, we're just gonna have to go for it. Am I go for it? I mean, we're probably gonna have to be careful. It's not fun as that sounds. Not all of it is gonna be that dramatic. We're gonna have to bam, bam. Man. See, and no one's gonna think about it. No one's gonna really think about it. If need be, we can throw some other buttons in some spots so it doesn't look as much like it's actually there to stop it. Yeah. Also, I'm very tempted to put some like it around anyways, because I like how it glows. I think it's funky. Just adds a little bit more interest, Without being too, like, different that it makes it feel like that's noticeable. Which maybe doesn't feel like that's correct when these are supposed to be very dingy places, but hey, you gotta spawn proof, you know? You gotta spawn proof somehow. So maybe then the other sides will be more actual, like, gradient-wise then? Because then we're not as focused on how it actually looks. These are just gonna be just some spots that exist. Which I feel like maybe lichen would be safer to use down here though. And by safer, I mean not risking losing the possible natural shadow. Because I feel like that works, because wouldn't it be? Oh, I already have my brightness on default anyways. Because would it be better to just let it naturally remain dark up there, where all that is? So once again, I might even get mossy cobblestone involved. Just to, you know, break it up a little bit. I need just one. Just one as a treat. As a treat. Okay, great. Put one there. One there. So that way, yeah, that's better, that's better. Because once again, we're going to see this from a distance all the time. We're going to see it from, like, here. And I feel like this on its own is already tall and impending. Is impending a word? It is now. I decided it is. Like, you're like, oh, that's big tower. Which, you know, it is. Big tower. I'm gonna continue around, because I don't know, it makes me happy. I love putting moss around. I like the idea of putting more moss down here, though. It might, I was gonna say, it might spawn-proof it, but these are already slabs, so I don't think it needs spawn-proofed. But you know what? It's there. Bam, and then bam. Whoop. Also, I'm gonna say, I think we lost Kitty. This is... I know I asked her questions at one point. I don't know what it was anymore. I just know I look over still, the last message is so tired, and then she was never heard from again. If you are half awake out there somewhere, Kitty, I hope you're chilling. Do that. We can put this up here, so that's like a upwards, and we're gonna go, bam. Also, maybe breaks out the moss just a little bit. Which in that case, we'll put down the inwards. That way, it doesn't feel like it's trying to protect it in a way. Oh, also, a lot of these might not even last like this. Because I know there's some of these walls I think we do eventually see the other side of. Like, I have screenshots of, because there's, like, actual upper, like, bridges that cross to other things. Oh, finding out the distance between those are gonna be so much fun. Can't you tell it'd be so much fun? It's not. It's not gonna be fun, and I'm gonna hate every second of it. It's gonna be so much fun, though. Okay, now to go do this to the other tower. Okay, once again, when you look at it from here, which is an issue I have because I'm looking up, down at it, where it feels squished, okay? It's not built to be seen from such a view. It is definitely taller this way. Because I'm trying to think, does that second half feel taller than the first? Because I think it's definitely meant to be, maybe? Unless it's the statues there. Let's see, if I could learn how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not going to count that one. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess 7 to 8. So it is technically taller, if not the same size. But it almost feels shorter in a way. We're in too deep now, by the way. I am not adjusting the size of these towers at this point in time anymore. Once again, this itself is from an angle, so it's hard to really tell. I say it's hard to tell. This is definitely taller. We're not gonna make it taller. I think we're keeping it as it is. We're keeping it as it is. We're not gonna remove all this just to move it up by like 2 blocks, you know? We can live. We'll live. We'll live. I'll live. I will want to, but I'll live. There we go. Someone hear me out? I'll let it overgrow over here, because I have no idea if we ever see this corner necessarily. And I feel like the growth is too, like, organized to be like, oh, it's just that one tower and that one tower, and then it never happens again. A little too organized for my liking. That should do well. One of those there, one here, one there. Bam. Bam. So I just have to be in the right mindset. I gotta look at this with the thought of knowing that the next time I get on this world and I look at what I've done, I'm not gonna look at, oh man, I wish I removed the entire top part of the tower just so these can match sides. Because you know what I can do? I can just move these down by 1. I can move all these down by like 1. And I think it'll equal out and make this properly look taller. I think I'll do that. Just like how instead of rebuilding the goblin statue entirely by a block or 2 up, I just removed the floor. I made the floor 1 block lower, and then that fixed itself. Oh, as well as if I made the goblin taller, then the tower itself would need to get taller as well. Think smarter, not harder, they say. But it's hard to think, so it's can't really find the balance there sometimes. Oh, well, that's not where that needed to be. Oh, I'm struggling a little right now. Bam. Bam. Put one there. Next is add stuff to this corner. I don't think we even needed that one there. We could just go bam, bam. And then we just put like a thing there. And then one down here so it doesn't look too aggressively light up there, and I think it's all fine. Yeah, it's feeling mucked up. Let's look here. Because some things are definitely like darker in a way, but I don't think I'll be able to do that really. I don't think I can. You know what? Before I'm starting to learn every time I go, I don't think I can do that. I find a way to do that. Because sometimes things don't look as bad as I feel like they would, but I really don't think I can get Tuft involved as much as I want to. Because there are areas that look like they're a bit more burnt or smudged in a way. And they're purely like back here. How did I do that shape? That's not what I wanted to do. Put that there. It's still okay. It was a bad idea the second I managed to do this somehow by accident. We're not putting it there. Okay, we're not doing that there. We'll let natural shadows do their work. I don't know. Actually, I'm curious. I want to see what it'll look like. I don't think the lichen's doing too much, luckily. Like, it's a bit of light up here, but there's gonna be, like, fire pits below and stuff. Maybe not here specifically. Like, there's a spot. That is a dead guy. Never mind. There's things around there, like, on fire. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to turn off fire tick, aren't I? If I want to do some of this. Because there are trees that are just from fire. But it is, we can redo that with stone, I think, because we don't have necessarily gray wood to do that to begin with. Anyways, we should focus on above. Yeah, because this comes up to a point, and they have all these triangles going across. So I say we're going to make this all taller by 1. And we're pure... That wasn't a sound I was ready for. I would do kill, but it's going to remove everything in my inventory if I do so. Okay, we're going to build this up by like a block more. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. We can do 2. No, we won't. Don't listen to me. I hope no one uses this as a tutorial. Goodness me. I find it interesting. This was not the exact time of day it had originally when I had it set as day. Unless Minecraft doesn't start you at instant day when you turn off day tick, it's just like, okay, we'll give you a time. Up to you where that ends up. Imagine first time playing Minecraft, it starts at night. It definitely does not start at a random time. I feel like there'd be more instances of that happening then. Unless I did such settings afterwards, because I think you can edit a world to do that. I have absolutely no memory, though, if I did do such a thing. Okay, and we're doing this all just on this tower, because this tower is now all 1 block taller than this one, right? I didn't just do it to both of them, did I? I just did it to both of them. What is wrong with me? Okay, they need to be taller anyways, it'll be fine. I'll just work on this one. Okay, so we want this. It just kind of goes, there's weird in parts, and it goes the classic just... I don't know necessarily what to call it. We're gonna get bammed, we're gonna get bammed. No, we're not getting bammed. Okay, we're getting just items. Okay, and they do specifically line up. I'm confused. It's definitely out. It's definitely out. So I'd say we're gonna get stairs. Do I want to use polished stairs for that? We might. We could use this, we could use this. We have a few things to choose from, So it would be interesting if we went with that is just not the block I want to Stone stairs, maybe, even? Yeah, keep them guessing. Okay, I'm gonna do it to here, because we're not gonna be able to see the whole side. We just need this good corner working right now. Question is, are we then above this? Because there's two ways this can go now. And it's where... Of course, this doesn't need to be the same pattern inside still. I'm just doing it just in case if I want to remove a block, I can look back and be like, oh, that's wrong, yada yada yada. Actually, I'm gonna make this go past this a little bit, like to there. Yeah, no, that's that's a bit much. That's if we go with pure stone. Or so we have slabs or the block to use above it. Because there's definitely an indent there. And I like the idea of using that. Say, unless we think these go out a bit too far, in which, where did my slab... Oh, my slab is with me, okay. Should we put like that there? That is just not how that works, huh? Here, we'll put the stairs back. Figure it out. I'm gonna look back at it. Yeah, it's not that dramatic of a thing. I think we could use slabs here. Yeah. And in the areas that are going to be... I forget what you call them. It's not like terraces or something, is it? As much as I love building castles, and they're never proper castles either, I haven't known. Don't get your hopes up. Okay, doing this, I'm going to say we don't have this inside layer then. Because it would make sense to have flooring in here. And it seems like it's properly lower than where this is, which is okay because everything's doubled up. I feel like it definitely lines up with that. I'm going to start with these sides, because this I can keep consistent. And then with these, we're going to, like... We'll do that. It's less scary this way, or is it? Or is it less scary that way? What if the corners touched, huh? What would you do then? What would you do if I... Not gonna word it that way, actually. Then that'd be these, and then... Could I live with that? And would I remember that either? We're not that close, are there? Put that in by one. So we could lean into doing it 2 by 2. Which, that's not even there, I know. Wait, are they even inwards? I think they're in by a bit. We could hypothetically just ignore this as a whole. and just do it inside it. Which if we do 2 by 2, 1, 2, bam, 1, 2, bam, bam, 1, 2, bam, bam, 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, it doesn't go all the way around. And if we top these off with this, and of course the corners, we're looking a little strange. Like, it looks weird, but also they're not properly connected or anything up there. What am I looking up at? I know what I'm looking at, but I don't know how I'll do that. Unless we're gonna have to start going back to looking at some funky blocks again. I don't know if this is necessarily a block that would be such a shape that I can think of. Because I don't think we can get the whatever again. Let's see. Because I fear if we use the stone cutter, it's going to get real violent up there real quick. For decorations, we could find some spots for those. For the, like, terraces of the roof, no. No. Anvils? I don't think a grindstone would work. Once again, I could be making it more dramatic than it needs to be. Oh, they're like... There's like things in the middle of them I can see over here. Also, we need to put some dangles down here. Because I do see like the little triangles, and I don't think I can do those exactly. But something like this seems like it recreates that type of shape. We're going to just have a 1 gap between each of them. No, we won't. Not like that. Change my mind on that one. Okay, the insides are going to be like that then. Will they? Corners make it hard to figure out how I want to do certain things. So I could do that. Then that equals out itself. Let me do that and then make that corners triangle. I can't wait to figure out... I can't wait till I figure out a design and then have to figure out how to recreate this whole thing on the other tower. It'll be oh so fun! Like that should work. And then throw out some little dangles in between. Because I don't know, I think a dangle keeps the world spinning round. There's not a plain wall. Like, not plain stone walls there. Yep. I figured they wouldn't be cool like that now, would they? So that does, like, the triangle patterns, but it makes me feel like I should have used... Whoops. I should use these. Oh, but they don't connect. Unfortunately. Like, can we see those from here? Oh yeah, we can see that from here. We can see those little triangles. Of course, we don't want this to be the very top, so there's gonna be a walking area in there. I was gonna say, can we remove that layer? How far can we remove? Not there, okay. Unless we use slabs, and that can make it feel flatter than it is. Once again, I forget, we can't make it go actually as far as I'd want it to, because not the entire side of the wall is connected. And I don't want to remove any blocks that'll make it harder to place stuff later. Once again, whenever I do make a decision and I round this out, I'll start doing the exact same with the other wall thing. Actually, this works out if I do it like this. So I can't really tell what the inside floors are. But I feel like using slabs will first make the outside feel taller. Because I believe it feels like it's in. Or does it? Is it even? It just might be. It might be even. I'm not smart, okay? This is... Oh, goodness. Fine then. Normal blocks it is, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay, that works out. I'm gonna just fill that in. Which tells me I will have to start putting some torches around. Because I think I purposely didn't put this on peaceful mode in case I ever wanted to make this in actual Minecraft. I would have to keep in mind how lighting works and actually, you know, do all that. So I care not about breaking the floor, at least inside here, because it's all going to be even eventually. Put one in, like, each corner. I guess one of the two sides, because I didn't think about putting it on the one side, because there's already the opening there, and over here I didn't, because there's goblins there. It's here, that there. And we're good, I think, torch-wise. At least in that spot. There's some other areas that benefit from torches, but until I see it posing a threat during the day, I'm not going to care about it, really. Ooh, that would be an interesting idea, though, to put it through a stress test of sorts. But, like, monster-wise, where I'm just gonna stand somewhere for a while and make it night and see if anything spawns. I'll stay in creative, though. I'll stay in creative. Because, oh my god, if a creeper showed up and exploded something in here, I would cry. I would sob very real tears. Which actually does not take much for me to do. But, like, a creeper is one of those things that could cause that. Okay, note to self, not keeping it this way, hate that, but it's too late now, okay? We're keeping it here as a placeholder for now, until we figure out what we want the floor to be. Unless we go back and forth, like if we make it look kind of like how this does with the tiles. Because this is not what the tiles look like in the game. They're all like big shapes, but we don't have a way to make something that big. So this will just have to do. Let's see, if we make these inwards, we have to keep checking back and forth. That feels about right, because I know at least from the one angle, it's small in the middle. And And if we have two like that, I don't know if that makes sense. Guess we'll do it like this so they don't touch. And then would we want to put, like, slab? What type of slab we want to put on you? What slab goes on you? Just so it's extended a bit, so it's a little taller. Be seen over the slabs. Oh god, I didn't even think about where do we need to put those things. Okay, that's fine. Those are going to be inwards. So I can just ignore that. Oh, and the fun thing is that there's chests around. You can just put literal chests in some spots. I think that'll work out. Now that would be something I could consider a texture pack for if we want different chests. I'll say, I'm not forgetting that there's a hole down there, but I'm pretending I can forget that there's a hole there as like a window. I'm gonna assume both sides have. What's the fact that it's in the middle? It's in the middle! I don't know how I should go about that. Unless we just, you know, just put a hole there. Which, once again, we'll wait a bit. Actually, because I don't trust myself to get to it, I'm gonna put a sign here. The window holes in the tower corners. One block over 2 works? Would 2 be what I think? Yeah. Bam, bam. Remove that one on all of them, because that would be very low, but not at the actual bottom, and that feels like that would work. Perfect. I have that sorted for myself to see in the future. Okay, I want to think of a different floor pattern if I want to do this to the other one. I'm so sorry, I just, like, blinded someone, so we're probably going that fast. Smooth stone was right there. It was right there all along. Now it's about being careful. I'm not. Okay, I say we're gonna remove all this, and we're gonna get to it as we get to it, okay? And then that. Okay, those are the blocks we need. So first things first, we need to make this entire outside. Me and stairs, we fight a little, you know? It doesn't quite place how I want them to sometimes. And I know it's my fault each time. Okay, that... How... Did you not see that? It actively chose to change its direction after I pushed it down. It was facing this way. No! Not as a corner. I'm sorry, that was a bit much. Okay. It was facing this way when I placed it. But then, when I placed it again, it was facing a different direction. I watched it actively change directions. It appeared facing one way, and then changed to the other. It is okay. I'm gonna tell myself that it is okay. I'm fine. I'm chilling. Okay, yeah, that's the same size. It's okay. It's almost 11 p.m. I can yell if need be. I think. I don't actually know. People could very well still be awake. But there can't be as judging, probably, because I assumed that it was less likely that they're awake at this time. Because people normally go to sleep at 10 in this house. So... Okay, how did I do that? I didn't know you could do that. Did I just... Okay. Okay, I'm learning. I'm gonna lose it if one of the Minecraft updates changed how stairs work at some point. Like, just barely tweaked it a tiny bit, but it's just enough, so when I'm building constantly with them like this, I'm gonna lose my mind. They did it to spite me personally, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna oh, no. Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna stand, because I feel like this might be easier than flying. Is it gonna be faster? Probably not. Unless I find really good timing with my stuff. And then afterwards I'm gonna look over it, because I don't trust myself. But it feels like I did it right. Actually, while I'm not talking, I'm gonna finally get a drink. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, man, why does my throat hurt so bad? Whatever could be my problem? I will say, if I start putting streams like this as well into YouTube, I might start properly going back and organizing past streams, like putting them in playlists. Or even I could just unlist the ones that aren't anything specific or something, and just have where you can only find it in a playlist. I debated on it, because I started to, like, make videos occasionally for some things. Oh god, I forgot about these. But I can't do it consistently enough, you know? Need to go here, and then that. So I keep breaking these down to even smaller parts I'm doing. Because, I don't know, I just can't remember. Okay, and then the middle each time is going to be bam. Bam. And then bam. And I'm going to make sure I do that on this side too. I can remember that much. Bam, space, middle. Bop, bop. Triangle, center. Nope. Triangle. Doop. Nope. Nope. Doop. Doop. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. I'm gonna get like a cramp in my hand trying to move that much. Okay. Then this. Okay, I'm just gonna have to eye it. I believe it's just these center bits. Yeah, that seems right. Because you can't really do that in the middle, because then it'll touch and it'll all get wrong. Come on. Perfect. And is it... Okay, I'm gonna do it over here before my brain, like, thinks too hard and implodes. Just one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay, and then I think it was just every single empty space I filled in with these walls. Because they don't connect with nothing, they just kind of stick there. And I swore for some reason I did that, because I felt like... Oh, I'm thinking right here, there's little ball bits. But I can't really and don't really want to do that there, you know? Like, there's no... I don't know how to do that. So we're just doing this. Unless I want to put, like, this in the middle. That is just not the middle. Like here? But once again, it just doesn't blend in. I could have used, I guess, just, oh no, it's too late now, okay. This is what we're going with, and we're not going back on it. You just gotta commit to your choices sometimes. One, two, one, two. Okay. Now for the top bit, which is start with these parts. 1, 2, bam, 1, 2. 1, 2, bam, 1, 2. And then put in the corner so there's 2 empty. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough for me to remember, so I can put the little hats on them. They're like gray Smurfs. Skip that one, actually. Oh, come on. What's very nice is that doing stuff like this here, you can just mirror it nearly exactly. It's a bit scary when I'm doing it like this, but I feel like I trust myself. Okay, I managed. The hats on those guys. And then I'm gonna do the flooring over here. Because it's already empty over here, so it'll just be easier. Can I build? I'm not sure. Can I jam, though? I feel like we can confirm that much here today. Is that what it's like up there? Let me take a gander. If I have any pictures I feel like show the top of those better. Like that, of course, don't show nothing. Also, I will say, I misclicked, whoops. Is that looking up here, there's the triangles, and there are smaller triangles in between them, so I feel like I wasn't too far off by doing that. Okay, so like down at the main floor, there's like a proper pattern going on. Here, in this floor area, there's that going on. I can't tell it's in that one. So there's different things in different areas. I just need to see what's up here. What's on top of the towers, because they connect, so I would assume they're going to have similar things. Okay, this one is more of the big ones than diamonds somehow, which we're not really going to do that probably. We're going to find a way around that somewhere. Okay, so I see... Excuse me, sorry. So the insides are like... Ah, wait a second. We can get funky with it, we can get funky with it. Now this is where these blocks come in handy. For floor design! These aren't directional at all, right? Especially if we're in creative, they don't do nothing. Unless I misclick glowstone on them for some reason, and then everything explodes, but should be fine. I sneezed, sorry. Also, how's that look from below? Okay, it looks the same below as it does above. Okay, so it isn't actually that as the flooring all the way around. It's just in the center bits. The outside is weird for some reason. So what do you think? That's the issue with using something like furnaces, though. They can very easily click on it. That does feel like it's lighter. I don't know if it's necessarily what I'm looking for still. This is the thing. Trial and error, trial and error. There's just... They don't tell you that there's like 50 more trials and errors before you get what you're looking for. I almost liked the lodestone. Like, I like the furnace, but I fear, like... Why are the lodestones too white? Like, why are they compared to this, huh? At what point do we return back to tradition? That's okay. We had fun, we tested out some interesting patterns, maybe gave someone else ideas of stuff they could use. And once again, we can remember those exist, and we'll have other uses for those as we go on. Because of the very dark areas in some of these, like over here. Well, I guess that's more so like what I have on the ground. And we're definitely going to use andesite for that. If we want that to stay consistent, because that just makes sense to me. Also, how far in do we think that is before that goes down a block? Because I don't think we'll fill the inside with the freaking slabs. Or will we? Well, I guess we can't trust this. This is different than over here. A little bit, kind of, maybe. It's like that inside. And we have... Well, it looks like it could be wall and then like a slab above. We'll see, we'll see. So unless we're gonna have it like, say, 2 out from each one. Two or three. Well, I say 2 from the furthest corner. That would make the most sense to me, I think. It's that 1, 2. And then there we go from that one. We already got the 2 there. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, because I know I can already tell this is gonna become some sort of pattern in the corners, and I'm not gonna remember that one bit. I was about to say smooth stones right there, because that's what it looks like to me from afar, but it's not. Mushrooms exist. I'm not gonna like it though, am I? I don't want that. Yeah, no. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Off from that one. Okay. The only way I'm doing this is I'm just clicking really quick on both the left and right mouse buttons. I'm not very good at being consistent with it sometimes. I start to mess up. And the funny thing, that itself is a trick I taught myself back when I was still playing on the Xbox on the controller, too. It's funny how things don't change. When things change, it's the same things, but like different. Evolved. Okay, I'm gonna break this. I might have to place torches up here. No, we won't. Not if this is during the day still. Because I don't want to put torches anywhere that I'm gonna build, like, in recent times. I'm not filling in the inside of these towers yet. If I'm going to, I think I might stick with accuracy still, and even, like, in-game start going in them. But I feel like the insides of places we're not too worried about right now. I think 2. Or 3. 3 corner. I think a 3 corner will work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, this will be in by 1. Because for some reason that's what the floors look like in there. They're in by 1 in the middle. Well, it looks more like it's up by a slab on the outside, but we're not at the bottom of that. So I could also maybe play with the walls looking from the inside like they do on the thing, where it's up by another. I don't know if I want to do that. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really change colors. It just changes layering for some reason. So I might change this at a later date, but this feels like progress. So once we're happy with this, and then we'll debate on changing the wall thing, because what it looks like from the inside will affect what it changes from the outside, for sure. So this is either what it's going to look like by the end, or a little different. Ah, the thing I'm thinking of would have connected though. Well, actually, I got an idea. Kind of. Okay, not for that. Oh, we don't have walls. We'll do andesite. We'll do andesite. I was gonna say, how does that look from out here? It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible. Because luckily, these aren't connected to where the whatever is that connects to. Let me take a look. Is it the same in the corners? Well, it's kind of just open on the side. It's open on the side. Well, okay, no, that's a different thing. I was about to say, oh no. Oh no! No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So I wish I could free cam in Baldur's Gate. Then I could just, like, check stuff. I mean, there is free cam coming, isn't there? Or is it already there and I don't know? Because I swore that was the thing they said before, that they want to add that in so people can take pictures in-game for fun. It might already be there. I might be stupid. Okay, then. Get to the goblin side of things? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks good. This feels correct to me. And maybe doing this pre has set us up for where we might put pillars in here if we need it to be exact, if it's going to be like on this and it'll be like 1, 2, bam. Because where are they even spaced out? I'm going to use the main things because they're still differently shaped. That one's not the front one, is it? No, it's not. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is there? Okay, there's one in the middle. Okay, maybe they're not aligned exactly. I might need more pictures of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not by 6, is it? Because I didn't realize they lined up in the middle, so it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because it seems kind of like that. Except if we want it to be even, would it be... I'm not sure. We'll have to do some math. I don't want to do math, but I might have to figure out where those are going to be. So once again, I might work on this more off-stream or not. I'm not sure. We'll see, we'll see. Because something like a roof, that's going to be an actual struggle. That would be a stream where you actually see me break down and you never hear from me again. Yeah, I'm going to at least put these in the corner then. I just don't like them being straight open. When it's more likely that the sides will be open. Got nothing on me but a torch, and that's all I need, I think. Was there another thing I was gonna do? I don't know. I feel like we can stop it here, maybe. I feel like I definitely will have to go in the game again and figure out, first of all, if there is a free cam option. Because if so, it'll make getting pictures of this so much easier. Much easier references. And once again, set a reminder, because I'm not dealing with the whole stuff right now, because I might want to do it differently at another point. And with that, I'm freeing myself from this purgatory. Place all the blocks? Yes, Minecraft, I will. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, we're turning off desktop audio, which just does not matter. Because that was only playing game anyways, and the game's closed. We're gonna see if there's someone to raid. Don't think so. Actually... Remember, Kitty recommended the Dash Ducks stream. Which is a stream that's on 24/7. And it just sends you to watch some ducks. And you can pay to feed the ducks. I think raiding feeds the ducks. I think I was told that. I'm gonna open it and see, I guess. I'm trying to find my freaking raid button. Okay. Where art thou? Okay, and with that, we'll cover all time zones, because many people in many places stop by, whether live or whenever time you watch this, if you are watching the VOD, if there is a VOD of this, I don't know, I like to cover all my bases. I'll give you a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, because there's just tends to be an influx of German people all the time. Maybe not at this, maybe not at this hour, but just in case, we'll give you a Guten Morgen, Guten Tag. Oh no, wait. Oh, I did it in the wrong order. My brain got mixed up. Okay. My bad. Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend, Guten Nachmittag, Guten Nacht. That was 5. I think I said different things. I always fear I said the same thing like 5 different times. Vormittag, I believe, before noon. And I guess in that case, then have a good before noon in English, because I don't know, we don't necessarily have a word for that. That's what I used good day and good tag for, as a placeholder. And, I don't know, go enjoy some ducks. Go look at the beautiful little creatures. You can feed them, I think. And goodbye. I'm gonna jam out.